To commence this auspicious day, let us invoke the blessings of Tamil Thai. I request everyone to rise for the Tamil Thai Vaithu. Next, we shall all listen to the in upholding quality and standardization for a better India.
கொண்டாட்டம் இனி அனைவரின் வாழ்க்கை இந்த உறுதியிடம் போவே வரும் பாதை அனைவரின் கனவுகளை நாம் சுமந்தே என்றும் செல்வோமே நாம் படிப்போமே வடிவமைப்போமே நாம் படிப்போமே வடிவமைப்போமே புது பாதை அமைப்போமே. எண்ணங்கள் புது யோசனைகள் திறனின் புது தோற்றங்கள் நாம் எங்கு சென்றாலும் திசையில் சென்றாலும் சேர்த்து நடப்போமே வாழ்க்கையும் அமைப்போமே அந்த நம்பிக்கை விதைப்போமே அந்த வானத்தின் ஒவ்வொரு வானவில்லை நாம் பூமிக்கு அழைத்திடுவோமே நாம் படிப்போமே வடிவமைப்போமே நாம் படிப்போமே.
Shri Ravi Ganapati Sir, Regional Director, ESD Solutions, Coimbatore, Chennai. Dr. Meenakshi Ganeshan Madam, Deputy Director General, Southern Region, PIS Chennai. Srimati Bhavani Ma'am, Senior Director and Head, PIS Coimbatore Office. And Shri V. Ramesh Sir, Director, PIS Coimbatore Office. I request all of you to kindly take the seats on the dais. Thank you. We now proceed to the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, a tradition that marks the dispelling of darkness and the celebration of knowledge. I request our dignitaries to kindly come forward for the lighting of the lamp. Along with the dignitaries, I would invite Mr. Ashwin and Mr. Molly Raj, the national online quiz winners. I invite you also to join the dignitaries to light the lamp. Please. Please give a good round of applause for the students. Deputy Director General South, to please honor Dr. P. Shankar sir, Director of Academics, KVIS Institute of Technology, with the shawl and the last. Now I request Srimati D. Bhavani ma'am, Science Care, Senior Director Head, to present a shawl and a bouquet to Sri Ravi Kanapati sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Srimati D. Bhavani ma'am, Scientist here, Senior Director and Head, to present a shawl and a bouquet to Dr. Meenakshi Ganeshan ma'am. Sri Ravi Kanapati sir, Regional Director, ESG Solutions, Gaviva, Chennai.
Permanently Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a great honor, privilege, and pride to extend a warm welcome to all of you. World Standards Day, and we celebrate it as Manak Mahotsav. Today, as we all know, we have gathered here to commemorate the efforts of experts, policy makers, industry leaders, and of course the academia who have worked tirelessly to develop and uphold the Indian standards. And these standards form the very foundation of progress and trust or assurance in our society. This year's theme, Standards for Sustainable Development Goals, Shared Vision for a Better World, focusing on SDG, Partnership for the Goals. This beautifully reflects the spirit of collaboration and unity that lies at the heart of both the standardization process and the Sustainable Development Agenda. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals outlined by the United Nations, we have already lived as a country in India, we have already lived these 17 goals. These goals serve as a universal call for action. Action for what? To end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure prosperity for all. Have you heard of Tani Oruvanukku Unavillayyanil Jagathai? Fill in the blanks. And who told that? Mahakavi Bharatiyar. So that has been taken by the SDG, the UN, and it has come here. So many things. For each of these 17 goals, I have equivalents from our Tamil culture, our Indian culture. So this particular goal, 17, Partnership for the Goals, it reminds us that the true and lasting progress can only be achieved when all sectors, that is not only the industry, the government, the consumers, the civil society, and the academia work hand in hand. Standards, I don't have to define standards here. They are just invisible. They are invisible like God, yet they form a powerful framework that binds the partnerships together. Here we have the industries, we have the academia, all have come here because we have one thing in common, that is standards. Of course, you know they ensure safety, quality, interoperability across borders. We have foreign manufacturer scheme where standards that prevail in India are maintained by the foreign country manufacturers. And they are the language of trust. They are the language of assurance to the consumers. They connect the innovators, people who create something new, the manufacturers who make it available in the market, the consumers, of course, all of us are consumers, the regulators, and all of us have a shared commitment. What we want is excellence, sustainability. Mahotsav today, we are deeply honored and privileged to have amongst us so many shining stars, our distinguished dignitaries who embody excellence, service, and leadership in their respective domains. Care and community service in Coimbatore and beyond our country. He will be joining us shortly. A warm welcome also to our another shining star, Dr. Shankar Prabhakaran, Director Academics, KGI Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. இவருக்கு இன்னொரு பேர் இருக்கு, பாட்ஷால சொல்ற மாதிரி எனக்கு இன்னொரு பேர் இருக்கு. I want to hold the suspense. You can see when we introduce him specially. அவர் பார்க்குற மாதிரி சாதாரணமான இல்லை. He has done so many big things. Wait for his speech. So he is an inspiring educationist and a leader who has been instrumental in bridging the gap between the academia and through progressive learning and many more things. You can just wait for his presentation. Aanithanama, he has told certain things. I was just flabbergasted looking at his presentation. You all have to wait and see that. We are equally privileged to welcome our beloved Scientist G and Deputy Director General, Southern Regional Office, Bureau of Indian Standards. Chennai, in Coimbatore. The ma'am has been here. I would say that she is the daughter of Coimbatore. She has been here for a long time, and now she is the first woman Deputy Director General of the Southern Region. Innum pattala. She has come all the way from Chennai to grace our World Standards Day program. She is part and parcel of us. We can reach out to her at any point of time. Her leadership in advancing the standardization, testing and quality infrastructure. Meenakshi Madam is synonymous with the modernization of the Southern Regional Laboratory. People come there, they visit the laboratory. She has made a state-of-art laboratory. It's a big achievement which is talked about in the entire country. And ma'am, you have always been a guiding force for us, and we expect the same. And thank you very much, ma'am, for having graced the function here. We are waiting to hear from you also. We are also delighted to have with us Shri Ravi Ganapati, Regional Director, ESG Solutions, Gau Iva, Chennai. But he is also another grandson of Coimbatore, he said. His grandparents have already done a lot of things. Even before this country could become an independent India, he was just sharing a few things. His grandfather and grandmother have taken part in the freedom struggle, and his grandfather is fondly known as Kovai Subri, and his grandmother has gone to prison as part of the freedom struggle with his perima 3 months in hand. So you should see the courage of this person, and he hails from such a big family. So we are very happy and honored to have you here, sir. We extend a heartfelt gratitude to each one of our distinguished guests for gracing this celebration with their presence. I also take this opportunity to welcome all of you representing India. You should know who all are here. Representatives from the industry, our own dear licensees. She's there, best pumps. And thank you, ma'am. Thanks for coming. And we have from the government departments, we have from the academia, we have from the professional organizations whose this presence, participation, it reflects the essence of this theme, which is called Partnership for the Goals. As we go forward to a sustainable and inclusive future, standards means it is only national standards body, which is the Bureau of Indian Standards. We will continue to play a significant role in achieving the SDGs, be it clean energy or responsible consumption, climate action or innovation, infrastructure. Standards are the only solution. They only can provide tools, framework and benchmarks, you call them, that will make sustainable practices measurable and scalable. They help. I don't have to tell the industries can themselves tell, they adopt, help the industries to adopt cleaner technologies. The technologies also become part of standards. They enable the regulators to ensure quality. We have lots of quality control orders which have got released in the last 5 years. And they also guide the academia. How? In developing a curricula, in developing the curriculum of the students, which is orienting, which is part and parcel, which contains the Indian standards, so that when the students, they reach the industry, they are future ready professionals. Most importantly, above all these things, they foster trust, they foster assurance, which is the essence of every successful partnership. Manak Mahotsav, today what we are celebrating, is just not a celebration. It is a reaffirmation of our shared commitment. Commitment to what? Commitment to maintain quality, sustainability. This collaboration, to maintain this collaboration also, it just reminds us that we work together, industries work with us, academia nurtures the innovation, and the governments, they are the people who create a ecosystem, a quality ecosystem by insisting on standards. And these all make us move closer to realize a bigger vision. And what is that vision? Atmanirbhar Bharat. As we embark on today's so many sessions and lot of deliberations, we have to draw an inspiration from this collective purpose, and we have to strengthen our partnership. So today I request that we have to have a closer relationship, partnerships, responsibly, innovation parallelly with standardization. That was the essence of our Tamil Nadu Global Startup Summit. So we have to innovate responsibly and continue to make standards the center of the sustainable growth and development. Once again, I extend a heartfelt welcome to all our dignitaries, guests, participants. May the celebration of Manak Mahotsav inspire meaningful dialogue, lasting partnerships, and a renewed commitment. We are just going to renew our commitment to build a sustainable and equitable future for all of us. I would like to talk in Tamil also. இன்றைய மானக் மகோத்சவ் விழா எங்களுக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு பெருமையான தருணம். நம் சமூகத்தின் முன்னேற்றத்திற்கும் நாட்டின் நிலைத்த வளர்ச்சிக்கும் வழிகாட்டியாக
My colleagues, licensees, non-licensees, dignitaries over here, the mentors of schools, colleges, standard clubs over there, students, most important students. We have some prize winners also here, National Quiz Lab, and everyone, a warm welcome from our side, BAS Coimbatore. So in the World Standards Day, this is a World Standards Day function. Like every year, 14th October, we celebrate World Standards Day. And you all know ISO is an international organization. So there are 3 organizations across the world. One ISO, another one is ITU, the other one is IEC. இவங்க 3 பேர் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா வருஷம் ஒரு தீம் எடுத்துக்கிட்டு they will make the entire globe to celebrate on that. அந்த மாதிரி இந்த வருஷம் எடுத்துக்கிட்ட தீம் இட்ஸ் ஆன் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் சஸ்டைனபிள் டெவலப்மெண்ட் கோல். அதில் 17th team எடுத்திருக்காங்க. We'll see what is that. Every year 14th October is celebrated at World Standards Day across the globe for a collaborative initiative by IEC, that is International Electrotechnical Commission, ITU, International Telecommunication Union, and ISO, International Organization for Standardization. So all the 3 come about. For this year's theme is a shared vision for a better world, the spotlight of SDG 17 goal. The 17th goal is partnership for the goal, the last one. There are 17 goals, that's the last one. Idhanaala the SDGs, why they are created? In 2015, the United Nations ஒரு பெரிய மீட்டிங் நடத்தி around 195 countries participated and they come up with the 17 goals for எதனால for peace and prosperity of this world. இந்த வேர்ல்டில் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம்னா all the natural resources being fastly depleted. ஸோ ஹியூமன்ஸ்க்கும் மற்ற அனிமல்ஸ் மற்ற லிவிங் பீயிங்ஸ்க்கும் இந்த வேர்ல்டு இன்னும் வாழ்கிறதுக்கான உகந்த பிளேஸாக மாறுறதுக்கு, அதை நீட்டிக்கிறதுக்கு, அந்த லைஃப் ஸ்பேனை நீட்டிக்கிறது, எர்த்தோட பூமியோட லைஃப் ஸ்பேன் நீட்டிக்கிறதுக்கு தே கேம் அப் வித் திஸ் 17 goals. And this goals is not meant for an institution or a government. It starts from an individual to a society, to a state or cities or township or whatever it is like. At every level we should adopt these goals at their own, in our capacity. To the governments, to the countries, to the international organizations, எல்லாரும் சேர்ந்து we should march towards for achieving this 17th goal, and the target what they have set is 2030. 2030க்குள்ள இந்த கோல்ஸை நம்ம அச்சீவ் பண்ணணும். And what is the objective of this goal? To raise awareness among regulators, industries and consumers for the importance of standardization to the global economy, and to celebrate the pivotal role of standards in ensuring quality, safety and sustainability. And coming back to this year's theme, as we said, it is the 17th goal of SDG, which is partnership for the goal. And we have received a message from all the 3, ISO, ITU and IEC, and the message is as follows. Message for the World Standards Day, Standards for SDGs, our shared vision for a better world. The Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, which project to address social imbalance, develop a sustainable economy, and slow the rate of climate change, are highly ambitious. To reach them will require the cooperation of many public and private partners and the use of all available tools, including international standards and conformity assessment. Battle against a persistent global pandemic. Absolute necessity of addressing the SDGs in an inclusive way to strengthen our societies, making them more resilient and more equitable. Today, we are asking you all to join us on a mission that affirms the importance of the SDGs to build back a better world. In this pursuit, standards are more relevant than ever. The entire standard system is built on collaboration. It is testament to the power of cooperation and the belief that we are stronger than the sum of our parts. By working together, we are empowering people with real-world solutions to face sustainable challenges head-on. It is in this spirit that we are engaging in a multi-year World Standards Day journey that showcases the many ways in which international standards contribute to the success of SDGs. This year, World Standards Day focus on SDG 17, Partnership for the Goals, and we will explore how standards provide a shared framework that enables meaningful cooperation across industries, governments, and organizations to achieve this common objective. We stand united to work together to accelerate the 2030 agenda with standards for the SDGs and our shared vision for a better world. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for conveying the global message and its relevance to India's quality journey. Now, I am privileged to honor Dr. Meenakshi Ganeshan, Madam. Madam, we are honored to have with us today a dynamic leader of BIS in the southern region who is committed to expanding the culture of quality across the nation. Madam is actually the first woman Deputy Director General, Southern Region, who has taken the position. So, Madam, you continue to inspire us. As already Bhavani ma'am has told, she hails from Coimbatore and is a daughter of Coimbatore and presently residing in Chennai. So she has traveled all the way from Chennai to grace us this event. Thank you, Madam. And she has a distinguished career, illustrious career. Head SRL, head Kochi branch office. That was a very tough stint actually, because I was also a part of BIS Kochi then. She used to travel 3 days in Coimbatore, 2 days in Kochi. So I think most of BIS life has went in traveling, huh, madam? So, BIS Kochi head, BIS Coimbatore head, BIS Southern Region Office Laboratory head. She has been instrumental in the Southern Regional Lab. Definitely, if you get the opportunity, you should visit the laboratory. We are already taking lots of students from the BIS standard clubs to visit the laboratory. Madam, we are honored and delighted to have you here. I now request Dr. Meenakshi Ganeshan, Madam, to kindly present the inaugural address. Madam.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Thank you, Bhavani ma'am. Thank you all the respected dignitaries. And it's a day of immense pleasure to share the dais with a person, Dr. Shankar Prabhakaran sir, from the Atomic Energy IG car. He has, with his rich background of clean energy, he has taken over as Director Academics in KGISL Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. The right person to talk on sustainability, how energy matters, how safety, sustainable development matters. And it's a great opportunity to get interacted with a person which is very vital, ESG, environment, social and governance, and how it matters for the government activities, various industrials, all kind of stakeholders. We are very happy to have Sri Ravi Ganapati sir, Regional Director from Chennai, and it's a great companion with Madam Bhavani, with whom I have spent a lot of years in Coimbatore as well as in Chennai. And thank you, Hema, for a nice introduction. Thank each and every one of you. It's a homecoming. Every one of you reminds me of the small step we take towards our prosperity, growth, old thoughts. When we say green, when we say sustainability, we always relate to our younger days, isn't it? Those days it was all very green, it was no pollution like that. So when I see you, I'm always reminded of my younger days where everything used to be green. I am from Singanallur and we just used to walk down to reach some sugarcane farm. I just wonder whether any sugarcane farm is there yet. And a little bit we walk and we'll reach our Dr. Kadirvelu sir is here. He's from near Sulur. So we all used to walk down to Sulur, Kannambalayam, that everything will be green. And we are also very happy that Coimbatore is playing a very key important role in our country's industrial map. We are very happy to be a Coimbatorian because Coimbatorian is synonymous with entrepreneurship, industry. He will not be a worker. He will not work for anybody. Even if he works, with 3 years he will learn. The person will start up, he or she will set up her own enterprise and lead it very successfully. Thanks to the Sirvani water we have here. What is World Standards Day and how it is important to all of us here is the one which links. It is the spinning yarn between all of us. Sustainable development goal is not just in talking. Lot of Noyal renovation thittam, Siru Tuli thittam, and Erodala separate environment safeguard pandadukana நம்ம ஈரோ அந்த மாதிரி திட்டம் நம்ம நிறைய இருக்கிறது. இது ஒவ்வொன்றும் how we all are contributing it to it. As an individual, as an academic institution, as a industry, as a group of people, how we all can participate. It is not that somebody will talk on SDG, we'll all watch. It is not so. So the more we talk about sustainable development goals, there are 17 goals. And this year we have taken collaboration. One to one we should collaborate. That is very important. The 17th goal is the most important for achieving all the 16 goals. If there is no collaboration between a research organization, WHO, and a country who is still in the lower poverty index, if there is no collaboration, we will not be able to achieve SDG 1, no poverty. If there is no research, if there is no academic institution to back up gender equality studies, still the women empowerment will not be happening. Clean energy cannot happen just by manufacturing alone. Rural electrification has to happen. There are many countries in our rural areas, lakhs and lakhs, where there was no electricity. Because we cannot have a grid, we cannot have a power project, but today I am sure our eminent guest of honor will agree with me that there is not a single village which is without electricity. Am I right, sir? Yes. How could it happen? It is through collaboration. Many companies through CSR activities have come up. Many innovative ideas have come through Ministry of Non and Renewable Energy. Here, small person will have solar power with a inverter. He will consume the power for his spinning the wheel in the morning, and evening the energy will get stored to give him light. And we can have individually or such solar power driven powers can be connected in a village through a small grid so that a village becomes united. That is how our country grows. Starting from villages, starting from rural areas. And we are proud to have our own states. We are proud to have our own states in the country who are 100% literacy. Kerala is a very, very good example for that. How did it could happen? Because of electric cooperation, because of effective cooperation between the public, the institutions, and the interest. Many NGOs worked to see that people come and acquire the basic education to become a literate country. In Tamil Nadu, we have many schemes to encourage children to have full literacy in our state as well as to prevent dropouts. Like providing adequate food for the children, all that food and all, whether it is noon meal scheme or in the morning breakfast, whatever the food is being served, there is a nutritional assessment, how much should be given to the children, and all Indian standards are in place. I am glad to acknowledge the role played by our HEMA in the nutritional assessment, nutritional product standards related to that. Our Hemalata Panikar is a food technologist from Central Food Technology Research Institute. I am glad to acknowledge her work in that. So, when it is cleanliness, sanitation, it cannot be just spoken. It has to have a mechanism, a proper mission. Every sustainable development goal is backed by a mission in the Government of India. Jal Jeevan Mission is a 50-50 collaboration between the government and the state to see that the water which reaches is safe to drink. We all used to very proudly tell when we go to foreign countries, you can even drink the water from the tap. You don't have to use only bottled water. You can drink even the water which comes even in the bathroom. I am happy to tell you we have granted the first potable water drinking supply system certification to Kaveri, Namma Kaveri in Bangalore urban. So that is through a mission. The entire pipelines, water storage, distribution, the treatment of disinfection, everything is covered through a management system. So we all, Coimbatorians, we used to remember, many of us used to have ISO 9001 and all. Maximum we know quality management system, environment management system, occupational health management system. The management system concepts are expanding far and wide. The one was potable water distribution supply management system. Every aspect covering this covers the management system. And we all have to work together. That is the spirit of this Manak Mahotsav. The celebration of World Standards Day, that is this Manak Mahotsav, aims to promote awareness. Let us do in a small activity. Let it be recycling of waste or effective utilization of resources. About the importance of standardization in ensuring quality, safety, sustainability in our products and services. One small initiative, whether if one person has to go, is a four-wheeler required? Why not to use a public transport? So this year holds special significance. It resonates deeply with the 17th partnership and effective collaboration. Partnership means it may be finance. A large company can support a small company. Technology, trade, patent, all these are effective contributors to the partnership. So we have to strengthen the partnership. There are many agencies who all are here, many associations are here. So effective collaboration and adoption of standards. The more we adopt, the more we'll be able to achieve success. Encouraging excuse me, industry, academia, government, and more importantly, young children who represents the civil society for the implementation. So let us have to realize that standards are not bridges. Thank you. Standards are not bridges. They are not barriers. They are the effective means of communication. They empower partnership. The more we have standards, the more we come across similar people, similar line of thinking to ensure interoperability, transparency and trust. They enable innovation while safeguarding consumer interest and public welfare. So we have to continue our partnership, let it be locally, let it be in a city, let it be in a district, nationally, globally, using standards. Before I conclude, I would like to tell about a small, very important happening. Yeah. See, when we say sustainability, we say that more carbon dioxide is being produced. More carbon dioxide, and there are effective, what are the methods to bring down the carbon dioxide, how to absorb. Even you may be in a submarine. The more carbon dioxide means it has to have a mechanism to remove the carbon dioxide. There has to be a mechanism. I grew up in a very humble home. We were a dozen of us, children, in one room, sharing it with the cattle. That is sustainability, that is collaboration. We all lived like that. And that we used to raise. I was born in a family of refugees. And my parents couldn't even read or write. My father finished 6th grade. And my mother couldn't write. It's a journey of science. It is a journey of science and standards that allows you to do it. My parents could send me abroad. They encouraged me to study higher, reach the ideals which I wanted to do. How even a person whose father was a 6th class, mother could not even read, a son of dozen of us could achieve that. He could aim what he wanted to realize in science. Smart people, talented people, skilled people exist everywhere. Everywhere. Many children are here, school students are here. They are everywhere. That is why we should focus on unleashing the potential through providing them with opportunity. Collaboration means opportunity. So this is the story of this year's chemistry laureate, Honorable Dr. Omar Yagi, who was born in Jordan in Amman in 1965. His parents were refugees from Palestine. He shared this story. So let us take this as an inspiration, as an encouragement that science and standards are the equalizing force. With that, there is no limit to reaching our achievements. Wish you all a wonderful World Standards Day, and whatever the principles we learn here, let us practice to preserve our earth for the future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for your inspiring words and vision toward a quality-driven India. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now, I would request the dignitaries to kindly move to the first stage so that we can start with the technical sessions part.
Presentation will come there.
Yeah, first minister's message, then presentation. Minister or message. Okay. We'll play. We'll play and then sure. Okay, now we take a moment to first hear the message from our Shri Prahlad Joshi sir, Honorable Minister for Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Yes.
Namaskar, good morning to everyone. My heartfelt congratulations of World Standard Day 2025. It is indeed a privilege to be part of this momentous occasion. Under the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, India is moving forward with a renewed sense of purpose to ensure that every citizen has access to safe, reliable and high quality products and services. The Prime Minister has given a clear direction through his call for zero defect, zero effect, a call to make products that are flawless in quality and harmless to the environment. He has urged that it is important for Bharat to be recognized for its best quality. We must try to make Indian standard synonymous with the international standards. Over the past 11 years, India's economy has risen from 10th position to 4th position, a remarkable achievement driven by the government's philosophy of reform, perform, transform, guided by a clear vision of honest intent, sustained effort. India is now confidently moving towards becoming the third largest economy in the world by 2028. The BIS has played a pivotal role in realizing this vision by aligning our national standards with the global benchmarks. Standards form the backbone of well-functioning society, ensuring safety, quality and trust across the products, services and systems. They facilitate a seamless domestic and international trade, enhance the environmental sustainability, and protect the consumer interest. By adhering to these standards, we not only assure the citizens of reliability but also strengthen India's position in the global markets. Today, more than 22,300 standards are in force and 94% of Indian standards have been harmonized with the ISO and IEC standards. New standards formulated in 2014 were 407, now it is 1038. In 2014, products under mandatory certification covered 106 products via 14 QCOs. In 2025, 773 products covered via 191 QCOs plus 2 horizontal QCOs. This year's theme, Shared Vision for Better World, focusing on SDG 17, the Partnership for the Goals, highlights the importance of collaboration in achieving this sustainable development. BIS as a national standards body has made significant strides in standardization by adopting the global best practices and keeping the national interest at the core. New and emerging sectors from renewable energy and electric mobility to digital infrastructure and sustainable materials are being actively addressed. The government is harmonizing the scope of the quality control orders for mandatory certification to curb the circulation of substandard goods and also being considerate towards the requirements of domestic MSME sector. I call upon the BIS to achieve the sustainable balance between the both of them. I commend BIS for its remarkable work in hallmarking gold jewelry. The introduction of HUID, a marked jewelry, has set a new benchmark in consumer protection and trust. I urge the industry to participate more actively in the standardization process. Industry-led insights can make our standards more practical, dynamic, and future-ready. I envision BIS emerging as one of the leading national standards bodies in the world, setting the global benchmarks in quality, safety, and sustainability. However, to keep the pace with the rapid technological changes, BIS must continue to fast-track the development of standards, especially in national priority areas. I also urge the BIS to further strengthen its consumer outreach and publicity initiatives, ensuring that people in both urban and rural areas are aware of the importance of the standard. We must focus on quality as we move forward to achieve the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat and Vikasit Bharat, promoting the innovation, indigenous technology, and sustainable industrial growth. We all must adopt Swadeshi campaign. I again extend my best wishes for the success of this event, for the continued excellence of the Bureau of Indian Standards. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Reno, for playing the message. Now moving forward to the technical sessions. First of all, we would present the introduction of the first guest of honor. I would invite Sri Arivargan sir to please introduce our guest of honor, Dr. P. Shankar sir.
Good morning, everyone. I am Arivalagan, Joint Director, BAS Coimbatore Office. It is my pleasure to introduce our guest of honor for today, Dr. P. Shankar sir, Director, Academics, KGISL Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. Dr. P. Shankar is presently Director, Academics and Administration at KGISL Institute of Technology, Saravanampatti, Coimbatore. He was formerly the founding principal at Amrita School of Engineering, Chennai campus from 2019 to 2022. He was also associated with Savita University as the principal of School of Engineering from 2010 to 2016. Dr. Shankar is a prolific researcher cum teacher with national and international credentials. He obtained his bachelor degree in metallurgical engineering from PSG College of Technology during 1985 and 89 and PhD in 2001 from Indian Institute of Science. He worked on CVD deposition of diamond films for his post-doctoral research at University of Nijmegen, Netherlands in 2001-2002. Dr. Shankar has served as a senior scientific officer G at the Indira Gandhi Center for Atomic Research 19 years before shifting to a full-time position in educational institutions since 2008. He has served as adjunct visiting faculty at University of Arkansas during the period 2012-2016. During his tenure at IGCAR Kalpakkam, Department of Atomic Energy, he has made several pioneering contributions in the field of characterization of advanced nuclear materials and in the development of novel surface engineering processes that are used in our nuclear reactors. He has over 90 publications in referred journals and at least 60 presentations in conferences. He has 2 patents and co-author of 3 books. His passion for education and to motivate students has been driving force for him to take up full-time responsibility as academic administrator, giving up coveted position at Atomic Energy. In the last 15 years, he has been instrumental in introducing innovative changes in regulations to make the students' industry ready and globally competitive. He has won several awards, including Young Metallurgist Award in 2002 by Indian Institute of Metals, Young Engineer Award 2000 by National Academy of Engineers, Shiksha Bharati Puraskar Award 2010, Mother Teresa Excellence Award in 2012, etc. He has visited several countries on innovations, including USA, Netherlands, UK, Germany, Sweden, Australia, Belgium, Korea, South Africa, etc. He has served as a member of DST, Indo-Brazil, South Africa Trilateral Nano Initiative for a period of 2 years during 2006 to 8. His passion to implement new strategies and directions in higher education to strengthen the intellectual capacity of our nation. Welcome, sir. Thank you.
Welcome Dr. P. Shankar sir to deliver the technical session.
Happy morning. Dignitaries in the audience, most respected Deputy Director General, Madam, Senior Director, Madam, Guest of Honor, Mr. Ravi Ganapathy, sir, Dr. Kadirvelu, sir, Senior Scientist from DRDO, members from BIS, friends from industry, academia, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly an honor to be here with you all today as part of this World Standards Day celebration organized by BIS Coimbatore chapter. At the outset, I should thank Dr. Bhavani and BIS for inviting me here and giving me this opportunity to share a few thoughts on this occasion. It's a wonderful theme for this year, focusing on partnerships for goals. And I thought it would be right for me to focus on one specific aspect, largely because I'm incompetent to speak about the rest of the things. I thought I would share a little bit of my own perspective on why it is important to redefine standards in some of these emerging and disruptive technologies. So, when we call for partnerships, I want to bring back a message, but probably I will do that towards the end of this presentation. What does it mean? Partnerships between whom? That's the important question for sustainable development. For some of my younger friends here, can we have the next slide, please? Can we go to the next slide? For my younger friends here, when we talk about disruptive technologies, these are some of the emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, IoT, robotics. You have heard about all these things, cyber security, biotechnology, what else? Things that are going to actually redefine the quality of life to the extent even the way we think and the way we interact with each other. So, these technologies, what we call as disruptive technologies, hold a huge promise. It's already close to $100 trillion market, all put together, IoT, robotics, AI, and it's still growing. It's expected to grow at least 2-3-fold in the next 5-6 years, which means there's plenty of opportunity for the next generation professionals. So much of market to be captured, so much of challenges to be answered in the technology arena. The world is waiting for the next generation to discover and take it forward. We have seen all this, the way life has changed in our own lifetime, particularly for many of us here who have traveled in the last 2-3 decades in life. There was a period when we had to, if I had to visit Dr. Kadirvel sir at his residence, I will have to stop at least at 10 places in between, inquire the direction, stand right opposite to his house, ask a small shopkeeper before actually locating the place. I think we have all forgotten that practice today, thanks to Google Map. The whole way we think, the way we move, is just to show how technology silently can make revolutions. The way the society starts. Some of the younger generation may not understand some of these things. There was a time when we had to write to some of our foreign collaborators in the Western countries. We send a letter or a communication to them, and we almost forget about what we had written to them, because minimum 1 month, even if they reply quite fast. Today, the same day, we exchange at least 4 or 5 messages with our friends, either even US or UK or Europe, wherever, right? That's how the world has changed, which we could not even imagine 3 or 4 decades back. So technology has been a real game changer. But just a word of caution. Technology has always been a double-edged sword. Technology has always been as good as the mental capacity of the person using it, right? So good ethics, good values are pertinent along with technological advancement. Technology growing without a balance of mind is more dangerous. I would like to cite a few examples before driving home a simple point. Just to highlight the case, today, particularly the younger generation, as I see, we cannot live without this gadget here, right? Luckily, I hope it's not permitted in schools, but once you are back, many of us are addicted to these digital gadgets, mobile, computer, laptops, gaming, whatever. Today, this digital addiction, as they call it, is becoming a real and serious syndrome, hampering the progress and development at all levels. A few decades back, we used to only hear about addiction to tobacco and alcohol, but today, very silently, the digital addiction is becoming a serious cause of worry. Some of the studies say that at least more than half the population is subconsciously, unknowingly, somewhere influenced by this digital psychology. That's just one example what the bad edge of technology can do to the society. Let's take one more familiar example. For example, biotechnology. Let me talk about biotechnology. We know how powerful, right? This has been, particularly in the recent years, we have seen the development of vaccine. In fact, we should all give a big round of applause to our scientists for doing a marathon work, got appreciation worldwide for developing our own indigenous vaccine in a very limited time period, thanks to ICMR and other agencies like National Institute of Virology and many other partners, came up with a vaccine within 1 year, a record break, and saved millions and millions of lives. We owe it to all those great scientists. So that's the power of biotechnology, right? Again, shows partnerships. Though ICMR was at the lead of things to happen along with its institutes, NIV, but I'm sure there were so many other partners who actually... Today we are talking about personal therapy, going away from generalized medicines to developing therapy that suits best each individual based on your genetic mapping. Gene therapy. These are all wonderful things that will come to reality in a few years thanks to biotechnology. But the dark side looks equally threatening. Biotechnology in the hands of not so good minds can create a global disaster. We have witnessed this in some forms, but this is a real threat. Morning, sir. We are so honored to have Padma Shri Dr. G. Bhaktivinoda sir, a very inspiring force for all of us. His commitment, his contribution to society is always a source of inspiration for us. Sir could not have come at a better time. Sir, I was just talking to them about the dark side of technology and how mobile addiction is becoming a real threat to the society in this decade. Similarly, bioterrorism, misuse of, you can enhance the virulence of virus, bring back resurrection of extinct virus. All this is possible if the same the technology, the skill, the knowledge is available in wrong minds. So nurturing good minds with ethics and values along with intellect is becoming the prime responsibility of all educational institutions, right from school to higher education. Many of the Western universities focus only on the intellect development, but I think India is in the right path that without values, it can become very dangerous to empower minds with technologies. This is just one example about biotechnology. You take any other field, particularly the emerging technologies, the impact, the negative impact can be as threatening as the multifold improvement in the quality of life that the same technology can bring. It's not to threaten all of you. We cannot live without technology in the coming era. But the point that I want to drive is very simple. Particularly in the next era, when there's going to be an explosion of these emerging technologies, the role of standards and regulation is going to be pivotal in ensuring global safety, consumer confidence, ensuring market access, all these and more to ensure that we are in a safe and sustainable planet. Talk about cyber security. In our days, we needed a thief to pass by our side to lose a purse. Today, the thief is invisible to us. We do not know whether he is sitting in which corner of the globe. The entire bank account can be stolen. Zero doubt. What does this mean? Right? Any other example? Gen AI. It's such a wonderful thing, but I'm sure many of us, all of us are using these platforms, ChatGPT, Perplexity, all this. We cannot stay without all these technologies. We should use it. But this is what all our great leaders have told, and I would like to repeat. To benefit from it, we have to use technology. If you allow technology to use us, I think we'll be slaves to them. So, particularly when it comes to the interface between these convergent technologies. For example, anything, AI with cyber security or bio with nanotechnology, whatever, okay? For example, cyber security with biotechnology. The danger can be multifold, the risk can be multifold increase, right? Because there is vulnerability to lose patient data. There's vulnerability to manipulate with digital assistive technologies, compromise them, data that can be used to create drugs can be mind hacked, manipulated. And we are talking about Gen AI. This is going to be a real threat. This is a common man's perspective. We are now, it's all for good reasons, we have started using ChatGPT and Perplexity. Slowly but definitely, the algorithms are going to work for the vested interests of a few corporates. This is more like a war coming. It's going to influence very silently the psychologies across the globe. We'll all be influenced, decision making will happen purely through all these Gen AI platforms. Very subconsciously, we will be playing slaves to some of these corporate desires. So it's very important that we have very rich and strong regulation and standards in place, while we have an international cooperation, international standards. Is very important because if we have to have the market confidence, if we have to promote the Make in India products, we have to support exports and be a good quality filter for imports. We have to comply with global standards. But I'm sure my friends from BIS will agree that's equally important to have our own interests and national safeguards in mind while complying with international standards. There have been several reports in the past where some of the countries have used it as a convenient measure to dispose their waste if our regulatory mechanism is not very strong. Not just to India, but it can happen worldwide anywhere. So we have to be very vigilant and aware of all this risk. One final point before I move on from this. This map shows the greenhouse gas emission across the globe. Okay? Now what it shows, it does not matter whether advanced countries, they're using advanced technologies, and if they don't produce greenhouse gas emissions, you cannot be safe that way. Today, the entire globe, entire planet is one entity. In one corner of the world, if someone punches the ozone, it is danger for all of us. So, what I wanted to only convey here is this emphasizes the need for global cooperation. All countries must agree upon treaties. But it's also equally important that every country has its own regulatory and compliance mechanism. Every country having that mechanism is again not sufficient. Every state, every local panchayat And ultimately, it will boil down to every individual has to be responsible. If we need to transfer this beautiful planet to our generations to come, it's very important that every individual has to have this ownership and responsibility. So, while it's important to think global, the action should be very local, because one weak point anywhere in the globe today in the next generation technology, we know burning coal was inevitable for energy. Today there are beautiful alternatives, and similarly so for all the other emerging technologies. So while we think global in terms of the risk it can do to planet sustainability, we have to act very locally to ensure the safeguards. And who else can give a better solution to this world? It's all been in our culture, it's all been in our genes for so long. During the Indian presidency of G20, we declared this theme on 1 year, 1 family, 1 life, right? So basically meaning this entire universe is like one family. And this has been already emphasized thousands and thousands of years back. Vasudhaiva Kudumbam. I mean, we have got this wisdom passed on from our ancestors, a treasure of wealth. They realized that unless this entire planet is seen as one, we are all sailing on the same boat. One person in the family is sad. If one person in the family has a bad feeling, then the entire house will rock. And I think it travels well with the mission, the focus point for today's discussion on partnerships for goals. Because we have to look at this whole planet as one family. Nations, borders are only for convenience. So it's very important that we have this intrinsic feeling with each of us in everything that we think, everything that we act, everything that we do. We should have that sense of appreciation to what the response it will create to the society around us, to the beings and the world around us. If you look at our Indian cultural heritage, I can speak for a whole day on this. Right? Today we are talking about flexible education policy, entry-exit points. We are talking about skills. Everything was there in our Gurukul system. The beauty was, unless the Guru is convinced not just about the intellect capability of the student, but he carefully monitors whether their mind is prepared to take that knowledge and do good service to the community based on that knowledge. Only then the Guru decides to transfer the next higher level of knowledge to the student. Today we just have exams without really assessing their mental capabilities. We give them degrees, and that is where the flip side of technology is coming into force. This was not a problem earlier, because in the Gurukul system, unless the Guru is convinced that the disciple has the right mindset, the disciple has the right mindset that knowledge is not given to the student. Maps excellently with SDG 4, for example. We had our own Ayurveda, yoga for mental wellness, health wellness, no side effects. I think what more can we ask for? All these are all new jargons in essence. We had this in our genetic makeup, in our thinking, this consciousness to the world around, live in, coexist with the society, and is all very intrinsic to us. As Indians, I think we imbibe this very rich genes, and we are fortunate enough that this will continue to guide not just our development, but I think we can truly be leaders showing vision for the entire globe. Our Honorable Minister, we heard his address that the Indian Bureau of Standards should take leadership role for setting standards and excellence worldwide. Why not? Given this culture and this background, we are only well poised to show them why ethics and values is equally important in setting standards and governance. This is again a wonderful example from our culture. I'm sure many of you have gone to Trichy, have gone to Grand Anicut, the Kallanai Dam. 2000 years in existence, still operational. A community-built water reservoir structure. Amazing, truly amazing. 2000 years in existence. And based on natural water flow, they ensure that the excess water goes into the sea, no damage to the structures, excellent irrigation plan, the whole area is fertile. If something can work for 2000 years, the recycling is come down, the sustainability, I mean, what beautiful. I think it was very conscious in their minds. It was not something they intended it to do, to have a structure there for 2000, but that is what finally matters, right? I can keep on talking on this topic, but this is another beautiful example. I thought I should bring it here. This is a beautiful stepwell structure in Gujarat. It was built by Queen Udaymati 1000 years back. Still, it has more than 500 sculptures on this deep well, which is a 7-layer structure. Excellent design for example, for stormwater management. What a foresight. And 1000 years and still the structure is intact. And, that's the greatness of our skill that we had. So, and it's not just about the past. How much time do I have? I'll try to quickly conclude. 5 minutes? Sure, sir. I know. It's not just about the past, but India, if you look at the way technology leadership we have shown in all fronts, whether it is the space mission, we all admire it, mission to moon, Mars, 100 satellites at one time, the whole world is amazed. Defense sector, Pahalgam, few BrahMos, a few neighbors who came 2 steps forward, silently marched back. I think the world is wonderstruck at the capability of Indians. The digital economy, the healthcare sector, the nuclear reactors, all this and more. But what underlines all this success is all these mission programs have showcased excellent partnership drives. Starts with a government research agency, but to ensure that the innovation or the research goes to deployment, there has always been partnership, private partnerships with industries, public-private partnerships, partnerships with academia. You take any of these fields. Dr. Kadwal sir is the best example. He'll tell us. He has brought it here from DRDO to have a collaboration with industries in Coimbatore and Tamil Nadu and with academia. He has established such wonderful center here at Coimbatore. All this, whether it's a space mission or defense, all these are examples for what wonderful collaborations can do. This is from one of my own example. I was part of the Indo-Brazil South Africa Nano Initiative. The focus was again on energy, health and water and advanced materials. These were problem statements that all these three countries, India, Brazil and South Africa, we needed solutions there. But for example, in the team, the delegation from India, we had 5 professors from IIT, a good number from research organization, and also a couple of industry people. Well represented group, and that's how we were able to take these ideas into products and actually, demonstrate what at least a few products could be taken for the community welfare. Okay, so I think we have a wonderful opportunity to make use of ancient wisdom and modern technology to be offering inclusive global progress. But when, particularly in this era with technology explosion, if we don't have a well-rounded standards and regulation, there can be risk of market fragmentation and the associated problems. I'll just try to quickly go through. Yes, BAS, I know it is already, making sure that the Make in India brand has really become something, a quality conscious brand worldwide. And a few small thoughts as a common man. I'm sure BAS is already doing this, but I would like to specifically emphasize this in light of the impact that some of these disruptive technologies can make in the next few years. It's very pertinent that we have, particularly for these emerging new technologies on Gen AI, cyber security, so on, biotechnology, nanotechnology, we should have technical committees represented by a wide spectrum from across the society, including regulators, scientists, industry, academia, and so on. And bring in sustainability parameters into all standards. Bring in life cycle management. If every product manufacturer can label before the product goes to market, what are the components, what are the materials that needs to be recycled? If it can get into a master database, then the country is better equipped to fund the infrastructure for recycling. And if that digital mapping can be done, I think it will be a great contribution to sustainable green growth of our industries. I think only India can show this way forward to the rest of the globe. With that, I would like to conclude my brief address that this is a time when the world needs leadership, insights, vision from the Indian Bureau of Indian Standards. we should take this leadership role because we have to ensure there's sustainability concepts embedded into while framing these standards and regulatory methods. Innovation without standards is only experimentation. If we want to bring about a transformation, then innovation with standards and regulation is the mantra to enable that. Thank you. Once again, I only like to re-emphasize what our Honorable Minister mentioned some time back. We all wish, as citizens of this country, that BIS must evolve as the architect of India's technological future. Thank you once again for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing such valuable perspectives and quality in academic excellence. Thank you very much, sir. Next, I would like to, we have our Honorable Chief Guest of today's occasion here. I request Sri Reno John, Director, BIS Coimbatore, to please introduce our Chief Guest today.
Good afternoon to one and all gathered here. It gives me immense pleasure and pride to introduce to you our distinguished Chief Guest, Sri Dr. G. Bhaktavachalam Sir, esteemed Chairman and Managing Trustee of KG Hospital, Coimbatore. Dr. Bhaktavachalam Sir is a name synonymous with excellence in healthcare, compassion in service, and dedication to humanity. A visionary leader and an eminent surgeon, he has devoted his life to the noble mission of making quality healthcare accessible to all sections of the society. After completing his medical education from Madras Medical College, he went on to receive advanced surgical training in United States. However, guided by his deep sense of commitment to his motherland, he returned to India with a dream to bring world-class healthcare to his hometown Coimbatore. That dream took shape in the year 1974 when he first founded KG Hospital. Today, with over 1,000-bed multi-specialty tertiary care center, renowned for its cutting-edge facilities, ethical practices, and patient-centered care. Under his visionary leadership, KG Hospital has not only transformed healthcare delivery in Tamil Nadu, but also has become a model institution recognized globally. For his outstanding contributions to the society in the field of medicine, Dr. Bhaktavachalam Sir has been recipient of several prestigious honors, including Padma Shri Award, one of India's highest civilian honors, conferred by Government of India in recognition of his lifelong commitment to medical service and philanthropy. In the year 2005 by Honorable then President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Sir. Beyond the operating room and the hospital corridors, Dr. Bhaktavachalam Sir is a true humanitarian, spreading numerous medical camps, community health initiatives, organ donation drives, and rural health programs that have benefited lakhs of people. Today, we are truly privileged to have him amongst us, a doctor, a visionary, a philanthropist, and above all, an inspiration to countless young minds who wish to serve humanity through their chosen paths. Please join me in extending a warm and respectable welcome to our Chief Guest, Padma Shri Dr. G. Bhaktavachalam Sir, Chairman of KG Hospital, Coimbatore. Sir, we are truly honored, deeply honored by your gracious presence and look forward to your words of wisdom and inspiration. Thank you, sir.
ஹானர் பண்ணுறது பேசி முடிச்சு பின்னால் கிளப்போம் கிளப்போம். ஒரு பவானி ஆற்றுக்கும் மீனாட்சி அம்மாவுக்கும் நடுவில் நின்னேன். மீனாட்சி அப்படிங்கிறது மதுரையில் பெரியம்மா கீழே. பவானி ஆறு எங்கெல்லாம் ஓடுதோ தெரியல, தண்ணி நல்லா வருது. போடுங்க சார், ஸ்லைட் போடுங்க சார். எங்கள் பிரின்சிபல் ஆஃப் தி காலேஜ் ஆஃப் டெக்னாலஜி கேவ் a very good speech. He must have spent a lot of time in doing research. Fantastic. I'm very proud of you, sir. Thank you very much. அவருடைய லெக்சர் நான் கேட்டதே இல்லை, பிகாஸ் அவர் இன்ஜினியரிங், நான் மெடிசன். ஸ்லைட் வருமா? ஒரு நிமிஷம் ஆகுமா? மை நேம் இஸ் டாக்டர் பக்தவத்சலம். கை தட்டுங்களேன் சார். பக்தவத்சலம்னு ஒரு சீஃப் மினிஸ்டர் இருந்தார். அந்த பேர் எனக்கு வச்சுட்டார் அப்பா. எங்கள் அப்பா பேர் கோவிந்தசுவாமி, கே கோவிந்தசுவாமி. கொண்டசாமி, கோவிந்தசாமி, பக்தவச்சலம், அப்படியே வரிசையாக எல்லா பெருமாள் பேர் வருது. எல்லாத்துக்குமே இந்த ராமர் கார்டு கொடுத்தேன், நிறைய பேருக்கு கொடுத்தேன். நிறைய பேர் ஏன் கொடுத்தா, அட்லீஸ்ட் ராமர் மாதிரி நீங்கள் இருந்தீங்கன்னா நல்லது. ஒருத்தர் ராவணேஸ்வரன் பேர் வச்சுருக்கார், ஒருத்தர் தெரில. எங்கள் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் என்ன சார் இது ராமருக்கு எது பாயிண்ட் விட்டுருங்க. அப்படியா வந்துச்சா? பிடிங்க எல்லாத்துக்கும். என் பேர் டாக்டர் பக்தவச்சலம், எங்கள் அப்பா பேர் கோவிந்தசாமி. நான் பிறந்தது அன்னூரில் சின்ன கிராமத்து. நான் எதுக்காக என்னை பற்றி பேசுகிறேன்னு சொன்னால், உங்கள் வீட்டில் குழந்தைகள் இருப்பாங்க. அந்த குழந்தைகளுக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா யாருக்கு தெரியும், அப்துல் கலாமை மாறினால் மாறிடுவார். நீங்கள் தமிழ்நாட்டுக்காரங்கெல்லாம் சாதாரண ஆள் இல்லை, மூளை அதிகமாக இருக்குது. ஆனால் அவங்கெல்லாம் வெளிநாட்டில் போய் தங்கிடுறாங்க. நான் ரெசிடென்ட் இண்டியன் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறதெல்லாம் அமெரிக்காவுக்கு. அங்கே போகிறதுக்கு இப்போ $100,000 கேட்கணும் அந்த ட்ரம்ப்பு. நம்ம ஊர்லேயே நிறைய ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இருக்குது. நான் ரெசிடென்ட் இண்டியன் என்ன அர்த்தம்னா, நான் ரிட்டர்னிங் இண்டியன், நாட் ரெக்வயர்டு இண்டியன். இன்னும் யாருமே சிரிக்க மாட்டேங்கிறீங்க. பசி எடுக்குதோ வேணா சாப்பாடெல்லாம் போடுவீங்கள்ல? சாப்பாடு உண்டு. நான் 20 minutes தான் பேசுவேன். ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் அப்படின்னா இட்ஸ் எ டேஞ்சரஸ் பிளேஸ் டு கோ. சிரிக்கிறீங்க? அங்கே போய் பிழைக்க வச்சாலும் பிழைக்க வச்சா, போட்டு தரலான்னு போட்டு தள்ளிடுவான். அமெரிக்காவில் சொல்கிறது நான் சொல்ல. தி நியூ இங்கிலாந்து ஜேர்னல் ஆஃப் மெடிசன் said any hospital in any city is a dangerous place to go. You can take up homeopathy. Homeopathy usually don't kill people. சின்ன மைக்ரோஸ்கோபிக் கோர்ஸ். It's a double-edged sword அப்படின்னா. Hospital can be life-saving or life-threatening. If the doctor is not conforming to the guidelines, NABH guidelines இருக்கு. உங்களுக்கு எப்படி ஐஎஸ் நீங்கள் சொல்கிறீங்க இல்லையா? NABH, National Accreditation Board for Hospitals, we have completed 6 standards. That means we are on the top of the line. Recently we got that also, 6th edition. We have heard about ISO 9002. We applied for it about 15 years ago. Madam says, even if you want to buy a gold bangle, uttu பாருங்க, வளையல பார்க்கறது இல்லை, அதில் அந்த முத்திரை இருக்கான்னு பார்க்கணும். As a matter of fact, கல்யாணமான அந்த பொண்ணு உத்து பார்க்கலாமா? என்ன சார் சிரிக்கிறீங்க? கல்யாணம் பண்ணலாமா வேண்டாமா? வேண்டாம்னு சொல்றால கை தூக்குங்க. ஒரு ஆள் தூக்குறேன், சின்ன பையனா இருக்கணும். மட்டன் பிரியாணி சாப்பிடலாமா வேண்டாம்? எத்தனை பேருக்கு மட்டன் பிரியாணி பிடிக்கும்? கை தூக்குங்க. நல்லா தூக்குங்க சார். அடுத்த ஜென்மத்தில் நீங்கள் ஆடா பறப்பீங்க. மேடம் சிரிக்க வச்சாச்சு மேடம். ரொம்ப சீரியஸாக உட்காந்துருந்தாங்க. Behind every successful man there is one woman. What's your wife's name? Deepa. Behind every successful man there is one woman. Behind every unsuccessful man there are 2 women. இங்கிலீஷில் அஃபேர் சொல்கிறது எங்கள் ஊரில் சின்ன வீடுன்னு சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையா? அமிதாப் பச்சனுக்கெல்லாம் போய் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணியிருக்காரு மூவி எடுக்கும்போது. ஐ தாட் ஆர் யூ? எஸ் மேடம், ஹி ஹஸ் ஒர்க் இன் தி ஹிந்தி மூவி. ஹிஸ் ஃபாதர் இஸ் சுப்ரி. ஹி இஸ் அ ஃப்ரீடம் ஃபைட்டர். ஃபாதர்னு சொன்னால் கிராண்ட்பா எல்லாம் ஒன்று தான். மகாத்மா காந்தி யார்? ஹூ இஸ் மகாத்மா காந்தி? கிராண்ட் ஃபாதரா? I asked one of my doctors, who is Mahatma Gandhi? He said, Sonia Gandhi's father-in-law. That's standard reply. Sonia Gandhi யாரு? ராஜீவ் காந்தி ஒய்ஃப். ராஜீவ் காந்தி யார் எனக்கு தெரியாது. இந்திரா காந்தியோட பையன் தான். அதுக்கு பேர் என்னம்மா? அதுக்கு பேர் என்ன? இதை வச்சு தான் குண்டு போடுறாங்க. ஃபோட்டோவும் எடுக்கிறான், மருந்து சப்ளை பண்ணுறான், குண்டும் போடுறான். இன்னைக்கு இதெல்லாம் பறக்கக்கூடாது, வெளியே பறக்கக்கூடாது. இன்னைக்கு வைஸ் பிரசிடென்ட் இந்தியா வந்திருக்காரு. அந்த மீட்டிங் போயிட்டா இங்கே வந்தேன் பாருங்க. இதுதான் மோர் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். இங்கே வந்துடுது. நிறைய கூட்டமாக இருக்கும். கொஞ்சம் 3 மணி நேரம் போனால் வெளியே வர முடியாது, அவ்வளோ பெரிய கூட்டம். ரொம்ப பெருமையாக இருக்குது எனக்கு. என் போட்ட நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட் நான் தான் பண்ணுமா? என்ன பண்ணுறது, ஏதோ அமுத்துனா சரியாக இருக்குங்க. அதான் என்னோடய ஹாஸ்பிட்டல். உங்களை நம்பி தான் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் கட்டியிருக்கேன். எல்லாருமே சொல்லுவாங்க, டோன்ட் ட்ரிங்க் ஆல்கஹால், டோன்ட் ஸ்மோக் சிகரெட், டோன்ட் யூஸ் எனி திங் பிகாஸ் யூ வில் கெட் இன் டு ட்ரபிள், தென் யூ ஹேவ் டு கோ டு த ஹாஸ்பிட்டல். ஹெல்மெட் போட வேண்டாம்னு நான் சொல்கிறேன், ஏன்னா உங்களை நம்பி தான் நான் ஆஸ்பத்திரி வச்சுருக்கேன். ஹெல்மெட் எதுக்கு போடணும்? மண்டை உடஞ்சா ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் போகணும். ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் போனால் 2000 3000 வாங்குவாங்க. ஆப்ரேஷன் பண்ணால் 30,000 40,000 செலவாகும். அதனால் தயவுசெய்து ஹெல்மெட் போடுங்க அப்படின்னு சொன்ன ஒரு காலேஜில் இப்படின்னு பார்த்தாங்க. இல்லை ஹெல்மெட் போலீஸ்காரன் தான் போட சொல்லி, இந்த டாக்டரையும் போடுச்சு. சரிடா நீ ஹெல்மெட் போட வேண்டாம், ஸ்பீடாக ஓட்டு, கேர்ள் ஃப்ரெண்ட் பின்னால் வச்சுக்கோ, இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சீட் இருக்கும், இந்த தாவி பிடிச்சிக்குவா, இன்னும் ஸ்பீட் ஜாஸ்தி ஆகும். என்ன சரி சிரிக்கிறீங்க? அவர் எதுவும் அந்த மாதிரி போயிருக்கு. உங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் தான் தண்ணி போடு, செல்ஃபோன் பேசிட்டே ஓட்டு, கொஞ்சம் தண்ணி போட்டுக்கோ. நான் இருக்கேன்டா, நீ ஏன்டா பயப்படுறேன்? ஒரு ரூம் வேணும் ரிசர்வ் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். என்ன சார்? தட்ஸ் மை ஃபாதர். வெயிட் தட்ஸ் மை ஃபாதர் அண்ட் மதர். ஒரு அப்ளாஸ் கொடுக்கலாம், தப்பில்லை. அப்பாவும் அம்மா இல்லாமல் நான் இங்கே வந்தேன். யூ ஷுட் நெவர் ஃபர்கெட் தி மாதா பிதா குரு தெய்வம். மாதா பிதா சொல்லுங்கள் சார். மாதா பிதா குரு. டாக்டர் போடுங்க நடுவில். உடம்பு சரியில்லைன்னு நீங்கள் கோயிலுக்கா போகிறீங்க இல்லை ஸ்கூலுக்கு போகிறீங்களா? மாதா பிதா குரு டாக்டர் சொல்லம்மா. மாதா பிதா குரு டாக்டர் நர்ஸு. நர்ஸ் இல்லைன்னா நான் வேலை பண்ண முடியாது. ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் நர்சிங் மெடிக்கல் கவுன்சில் மாதிரி ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் நர்சிங் கவுன்சில். அப்போ தப்பாக ஊசி போட்டா this is important. In a play ஆகுமா? ஆஹா. I was born 82 years ago. I've been a doctor for 62 years. I've been running the hospital for 50 years. I've been running the hospital means I've been running in the hospital for 52 years. Very rarely I use the lift. I always climb up and down the staircase. Am I blocking your vision? No. Not income centric, it's patient centric. To come up in life, it is not an easy job. நேற்று வரைக்கும் கவுன்சிலர், இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் கோடீஸ்வரர். And the job is better than doctor's job. Am I visible? Okay. You read it. I don't have to read it. Earliest system, 1984, 40 years ago, I got the award from the Prime Minister. We go for camps. We have been to 8,500 camps. We conducted so many camps: diabetic detection camp, TB detection camp, heart attack detection camps. Poorest to poor are all in the villages. India has 7 to 8% below poverty line. Indian population is 143 crores. We create 1 Australia per year. The Australian population is 2 crores. We are very hard-working Indians, day and night. யாருக்குமே சிரிப்பு வரல. I look back, what is the journey? It is amazing. So many educative programs we do every year, but still people are not understanding health is wealth. Health is the most important. What is important in life? Madam, நீங்க சொல்லுங்க மேடம். என்ன கரெக்டாக சொல்லிட்டாங்க. இங்கிலீஷில் சொல்லணும்னா what is important in life? Life. Your life is more important than to you than to your family. Life. What you should do and what you should not do in life? What you should do? What you should not do in life? சொல்லுங்க. Anybody? Come on, open the mouth and talk. What you should not do? Sir, should never get married. விவேகானந்தர் கல்யாணம் பண்ணாரா? காமராஜ் நாடார்? மிஸ்டர் மோடி சார் கல்யாணம் பண்ணல. மதர் தெரேசா? There must be a vision, mission statement for every institution. Why do you go to the hospital? I want to save lives. One point. What sort of a treatment do you give? Tender, loving care. If the patient is your own relative, what will you do? That you should do. You're not going to the hospital for a job. Some books I have tried to give. Whatever you should experience, you must write it down. Hello? Is it okay? It's okay. I think it's okay. You may not shout. என்ன காதல் பற்றி எழுதியிருக்கிறீங்க? யாரும் சிரிக்கிறாங்களே. யாரை காதலிப்பது? உங்களையே காதலிங்க. If you love yourself, then you will not do any mistake. Hridayam or Kshetra. It's interesting, man. Live, love and live. Amazing life. You cannot live an ordinary life. ஏழையாக பிறப்பது தவறில்லை, ஏழையாக இறப்பது தவறு. You must be a well-trained American in the brain and Indian in the heart. It's a silent movie மாதிரி நீங்களே பார்த்துக்கோங்க. The most important word in English dictionary is ask. The government of India asks you to be a very competent doctor. It says you shall produce, whatever you want to produce must be standard quality, like made in Japan. Made in Japan is most reliable. Made in China was not a few years ago, but they have also picked up the, if your product is not standard, it will not go anywhere. Those days when we had ambassador's cars, we bought the ambassador car straight, took it to the workshop again. Gada gada naadu. People like, for made in India cars are so good. Fantastic. Definition, therima madam. Human being. Who is a human being? He is a man who understands the suffering of others as his own suffering and does something to relieve the suffering. He is called a human being. I started as one man. We had one nurse. Same country. We call it blessed country. I say it's blessed country. We could do anything provided we keep on doing things in a very impeccable manner. No, madam, Tamil parvala. Tamil enru sollada. Thalai nimirundu nillada. Na konja per thalai nikka maatingala. கடைக்கு போயிட்டு எப்படி தலை சொல்லு கொஞ்சம் பேர் இவ்வளோ சொல்லு ஏன் சார் தலை சொல்லிடுறீங்க செந்தமிழ் நாடென்னும் போதினிலே இந்த தேன் வந்து பாடாதுல்ல பாடாது அச்சம் என்பது மடமையடா எதுக்கும் பயப்படக்கூடாது நீங்க எல்லாம் நல்ல பிள்ளைகளை நம்பி நாடே இருக்குது தம்பி நல்ல நல்ல ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் பண்ணால் தான் நம்ம இந்த ஹோல் வேர்ல்டில் we can sustain made in India. தூங்காதே தம்பி தூங்காதே, சோம்பேறி என்று பெயர் வாங்காது. எத்தனை நேரம் சார் ஒர்க் பண்ணணும்? ஒருத்தர் இன்டர்வியூக்கு வந்தார், ஒரு டாக்டர் வந்தார், ஜெயக்குமார் என்ன சார் டியூட்டி டைம்னு கேட்டார். அது ஒன்றும் வேலையே கொடுக்கலையா. எவ்வளோ சம்பளம்னு கேட்டார். அது வேலை கொடுத்தா தானே சம்பளம். He is expecting 1 lakh. I said, I'll give you 50,000. First, I'll assess you for 2 months and see your probationary period. மாதிரி எங்கிட்ட இல்லை, temporary period. உலகம் பிறந்தது. அப்போ ஏன் டிப்ரெஸ் ஆகுறீங்க? There are so many people. Depression is a common disease in India. 25% of the people in India, they attempt to commit suicide. They take medicines. இளைஞர்களுக்கு எப்படி வாழ்வது என்று தெரியவில்லை. எண்ணிய முடிதல் வேண்டும், எண்ணிய நெஞ்சம் வேண்டும், தெளிந்த நல்ல அறிவு வேண்டும், பண்ணிய பாவம் எல்லாம். நிறைய பாவம் பண்ணியிருக்கோம், தெரிஞ்சோ தெரியாமல. இது எப்படி இந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் பரவாயில்ல. யாரை கேட்பாங்க? அழகானவர்கள் திரும்பி பார்க்க வைக்கிறார்கள், அன்பானவர்கள் திரும்ப நினைக்க வைக்கிறார். மகாத்மா காந்தி மாதிரி, MS சுப்புலட்சுமி மாதிரி, சிவாஜி கணேசன் மாதிரி இல்லையா, கண்ணதாசன் மாதிரி. We are not a hospital. We are a healthcare institution, a public healthcare institution. We take part in all sorts of disasters. Bomb blast வெடிச்சப்போ 200 பேருக்கு வைத்தியம் பண்ணோம். எங்கெல்லாம் ப்ராப்ளம் இருக்கல்ல அங்கெல்லாம் எங்கள் டாக்டர்ஸ் போடும். கொரோனா டைமில் we contributed 2 crores of rupees in cash to the chief minister. We admitted 5,000 patients. Of course, we lost 200 patients. We vaccinated 1,06,000. This is why KG hospital is KG hospital. நம்பர் எழுதிக்கோங்க. இதான் அவசரத்துக்கு எனக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணலாம், நான் எடுப்பேன். I'm the only chairman who answers the phone. Only sir. Because கூப்பிடுறது ஏதோ பேஷண்ட் தான் என்ன பண்ண. If your wife is shouting at you, you tell me. I will talk to her. You want to commit suicide? Tell me. I'll give you the best medication. Madam, what is the best method of committing suicide? Attempting to commit suicide. You are depressed. பருத்தி காட்டுக்கு அடிக்கிற மருந்து வாங்கி சாப்பிடலாம்னா அதுக்கு கள்ளப்படும். கயிறு வாங்கி புளிய மரத்தில் கட்டி தொங்குறாங்கன்னா அந்த கயிறு அந்து போகுது, அதுக்கும் கள்ளப்படும். ரயிலுக்கு முன்னால் படுத்தலாம்னா ரயில் 1 மணி நேரம் லேட் ஆகும். What is the best method of committing suicide? Anybody? Get married. You lose yourself, understand? When you get married, you have to listen to the wife. No wife listens to the husband. Am I right, sir? These are 2 important pictures. We get patients from abroad. One fellow, he came from Iran. He had come to Arivaydi pharmacy. His BP was 220 by 120. He had a heart attack. Dr. Nityan treated him, made him all right. The other person's name is Keith Gordon. He works in a car factory called Aston Martin car factory. Aston Martin says Formula 7. Aston Martin. Huh? James Bond. So this particular fellow came to Coimbatore to outsource some flywheel. He got a heart attack. And then we had to treat him nicely, and then before he went home, he came and asked me, what's your name? I said, GB, what's your hospital's name? KG hospital. Hospital. He's from London. I never knew such a wonderful hospital can exist in a 2-tier city here. And also it raises up the occasion. The doctors are running like a F1 race. We'll change. standardization of the hospital service is very difficult, madam. You may go to Google and ask. Or you may ask your driver, taxi driver. Or you can ask your neighbor. We don't know for an emergency where to go. How many of you know loading doors? Raise your hand, loading doors, only Varad. How many people, who will get heart attack? Young people, 20 years old, 50 years old, 70, 80 years old. Do women get heart attack? You know, only my I know. We will adjourn for lunch. Women are capable of giving heart attack. Tamasha பேசுறேன் தப்பா நினைச்சேன். They came for a transplantation. We get patients from Bangladesh. Kidney transplantation, kidney doesn't work, then some other spare kidney has to be given by a cadaver, a man who is dead, or your brother, your wife, or somebody. The highest disease burden in India is because of diabetes, high blood pressure, and kidney failure, and heart attack. Which is important, heart or the brain? என்ன சார் ஒண்ணுமே சொல்ல மாட்டீங்க. எது முக்கியம், மூளையா இதயமா? கரெக்ட் மேடம். மூளைங்கிற கொஞ்சம் பேர் மூளை இருந்தால் தான் கவர்மெண்ட் வேலை கிடைக்கும். மூளை பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அவனாஸ் ரோட்டில் நிறைய பேர் நடக்கிறவங்க நம்ம மூளை இருக்கான். ஹார்ட் இல்லாமல் நடக்க முடியுமா? ஹார்ட் கரெக்ட் மேடம். We have given awards to so many people. Padma Shri award is given every year for 100 people. But in a country of 140 billion people, 140 crore people, you need more. So the Indian government is not capable of giving so many. So, madam, please ready. Christian Bernard, Justice Lakshmanan, Nandan Nilakeni, they all came to Coimbatore KG Foundation to receive the award. The award's name is Dynamic Indian of the Decade Award. Dynamic Indian. We have spent 370 crores on charity. Recognize the income tax. Driving in America is right side, driving in England is suicide. Driving in India is suicide, I'm sorry. Driving in America right side, driving in England left side, driving in India is suicide. Helmet போடுறதில்லை. Thank you very much for inviting me. There was a machine which was invented by the American. Innovations mostly happen either in America or France or England or many countries. India innovations கொஞ்சம் கம்மியா நடக்கிறது. So they identified a small machine, and this machine's name is, sir, the name of the machine is திருடனை கண்டுபிடிக்கிற machine. Thief catching machine. They left it in the 5th Avenue of New York City. In 1 hour it caught hold of 100 thieves. So they took it to Russia. In 1 hour it caught hold of 2,000 thieves. They brought it to Bombay. The machine was stolen in 5 minutes. Madam, sitting, madam. I'm serious. Now, madam. Pharmaceutical industry must have standards. Recently, some cough syrup was manufactured in Tamil Nadu and it killed 12 people in North India. Hospitals, owners must make it sure that it is a safe hospital. Any amount of inspection. I asked this question, if it is your own wife, will you admit in your hospital? If it's your child, will you do the same thing? There was one doctor, I don't want to mention the name, at 8 o'clock his duty was over. He went away. I mean, he's bleeding from some place. He just said, my duty over, bye-bye, going. He's not a doctor. I think your grandfather was the person who created Gandhi Park. Subari. Gandhi Park is a very peculiar place in Coimbatore. There's a bus goes from Gandhi Park to Gandhi Park via Gandhi Park. Bus number 7. Tell sir. Bus number 7 will overtake bus number 7. Atomic energy is very useful for electricity, but the same atomic energy, Pakistan is threatening us, no? The plastic is very useful, but you throw plastic all over and it is causing hell a lot of pollution. That disposable thin plastic should never be manufactured, but nobody listens to you. Pollution, very common. One river here, it was running, whenever you know, Bhavani river. It was brown in color. When they dig a well in Tirupur, it was brown water. People want to make money. We use robotics in our hospital for doing surgery. There is one Dr. Arun, who was actually born in our hospital 45 years ago. He has become the first robotic surgeon to do triple vessel in the whole of India. Robotic, all the equipments are meant for increasing the efficiency of a doctor. We imported a 3 Tesla machine from Japan. We could not manufacture 3 Tesla machine in India. German machines could not compete with Chinese machine, not Japan, Chinese machine. 128 slice CT scan was imported from Germany. Our country, if we spend more time quietly, Tanithiru, Hasithiru, Vilithiru, you can invent so many things. If you are sleeping, if you go to bed at 9 o'clock, watch the television till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, nothing innovation can happen. You should skip all these movie theaters. You should skip all your cell phone, watching the WhatsApp, social media. Don't read morning newspaper. It will give you negative news only. I am giving this idea for you, for your children, for your grandchildren. அவங்கெல்லாம் innovation பண்ண முடியும். Nobel Prize வாங்கினவன் 4 பேர் தான் இருக்காங்க இந்தியாவில். This is a wonderful conference. Thank you very much for inviting me. I think you opened up the mindset of 500 people are sitting here. Thanks a lot. வாங்க மேல வாங்க.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I think everybody woke up. It was very entertaining and enlightening. Thank you. Definitely, sir. Thank you. Informative. Okay. Now I take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest. I request to honor our chief guest, Dr. G. Bhaktavatsala sir, with the shawl and the memento. General public about the importance of ISI mark and other BI certification mark. All of you can definitely join us for the marathon on 1st November morning 6 a.m. at Race Course. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Moving on to the next technical session. I would like to invite Sri Ramit. Sri Ramit Suresh to please introduce our next guest of honor, Sri Ravi Ganapati sir. Please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ramit Suresh, Joint Director and Scientist G at Bureau of Indian Standards, Coimbatore. It's my pleasure to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Ravi Ganapati sir. Ravi Ganapati sir is Regional Director of ESG Solutions. ESG Solutions plays a pivotal role in promoting a world-class made in India ESG and sustainability reporting software platform of GovEva. Focusing on Indian and global markets, it promotes and collaborates with the companies to facilitate effective monitoring and reporting of their ESG practices using multiple ESG frameworks. Working. ESG and quality standards share a common goal, that is continuous improvement and accountability. Both ensure transparency, compliance, and stakeholder trust gain. Together, they drive sustainable excellence in performance and impact terms. GovEva's objective is to empower companies to enhance their environmental, social, and governance performance and synergize it with the sustainability efforts transparently at a very low cost. Mr. Ravi Ganapati brings a wealth of experience to his current role with over 25 years of experience in advertising, marketing, and business development across India, the GCC region, Ukraine, and China. He has held senior management positions in the industrial refrigeration sector for the past decade. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, Coimbatore. Please, everybody, before I start, I have a simple, humble request. Please stand up and clap for yourselves. I know it's just before lunchtime, but you can do justice to your lunch if you do this. It's not for me, it's for yourselves, because you've been such a wonderful audience. And everybody in the audience, I have one request. Please interrupt me when I'm talking and ask questions. I would like this session to be interactive. The reason is that ESG is a very, very, very dynamic topic and please sit down. Please sit down. Yeah. Very dynamic topic, and changes are happening every minute, right? There is data, new types of data coming in, there is new frameworks. So I'm going to try and connect United Nations Sustainability Development Goals along with environment, social governance, and most importantly, quality. And how India can be globally competitive. So firstly, my thanks to the esteemed officials from Bureau of Indian Standards. Thank you for this honor. Thanks to the chief guest and my other, honorable guests of honor, and to all of you for making time to attend this session. So, broadly, these are the topics I'm going to cover. So you can take anything. All of us, actually, even in our personal life, and even those employed with companies, the companies themselves, Coimbatore is full of many, many companies which export their products. So you have companies which are making industrial products like pumps, motors, automotive parts. You have a very well-established healthcare services organizations here. The chief guest is himself a role model for the entire India's medical fraternity. You also have the textile industry, which has made the country very proud, giving high quality of products to different parts of the world and to the country itself. So broadly, these are the topics I'll be covering. I think quite a lot has been spoken about United Nations sustainability goals. But how does this connect to environment social governance? So if I just toggle these two slides, you will see that under E you have climate change strategy, biodiversity. So afforestation is not good enough. Afforestation, when you are increasing forest with biodiversity, that's an ideal situation. So that's a simple example. Under social, you have, if you connect it to companies or enterprises, you have employee health, employee well-being, then the gender equality, health and safety, so many different topics are there. And of course, governance, where the leadership is, the leadership of organizations are responsible for governance. So anybody here from the textile sector, can you please raise your hands? Sir, which company are you from? Okay, so you have lots of machines in your factories to do the spinning. So power is consumed, water is there, water requirement is there at some point in time. You will need logistics to transport all your material from point A to point B. So this way, every industry consumes energy, uses water, uses resources, and necessarily in today's time has to recycle waste. Now, just a little highlight on UN SDGs. So in 2015, it was adopted by all UN member states. The purpose to provide a global framework to end poverty and increase prosperity. 17 UN SDGs are there for us to look at. And also, one very important point is to encourage collaboration among governments, businesses, and civil society. So the vision to bring United Nations Sustainability Development Goals here is basically achieve sustainable development by balancing people, planet, and prosperity. So I would encourage all of you in this audience to look at there is a nice display on either side with representations, visual representation of each goal, of each United Nations Sustainability Development Goal. So, and also United Nations, I'm happy to say, is giving a lot of free certifications. Just type on Google United Nations, environment certifications. There are a lot of self-teaching and self-educative programs, which are, many of them are free of cost. And you can, even students, even people working, employees, those connected with the industry can adopt this and get them certified. Okay. So how does UN SDG connect to action by people working in companies? So if you start looking at data, now ESG comes with a lot of data and numbers. This enables accuracy. So you could look at the word metrics is nothing complicated, it is just a number. different types of numbers. Like you have units, you also have different data. Today, technology allows us to convert any kind of fuel usage to CO2 equivalent of CO2 emissions. So even using technology or using some sensors, using some information in each house, in each of your houses, you can equate how much of power you have consumed to equivalent in terms of CO2. You could do ESG accounting within houses. So companies are already doing it. Each company is in a different phase of its ESG journey. And let us not just do ESG because a regulatory authority is telling us to do it. If you do it, and I assure you, if you do ESG accounting, if you start gathering power consumed data, water consumption data, it will give you fantastic basis for decision making in terms of cost savings, in terms of risk forecasting, and also will help your business a lot. Okay, some of the slides I'm going to show are basically going to throw light upon how you can increase the brand image of your company globally using environment, social governance data. So let's also try and connect quality and environment, social governance. So the first point here, traditionally we know quality as a good product. But does everybody know the story as to how that product became great? How that product became good? What is the effort that went behind that making that product great? What is the energy consumed behind making that product great? So ask these questions within your organizations and you will get specific answers. These are not questions which you will ask where there are no answers. There is answers to everything today. Again, thanks to data management, big data, and the IT infrastructure and the progress in IT that India has already made, which everybody is aware of. So ESG also expands this to impact, accountability, and transparency. So when is somebody very transparent? You know, when suppose I'm stopped by a policeman driving a car, I have put in a seat belt. So why should I fear a policeman? I should fear a policeman only when I don't have a seat belt, right? So when you have accurate data, and this is non-financial data, by and large non-financial, we have tried to connect it with numbers and currency equivalents. But when you have accurate data, you can be transparent with all the confidence in the world. And today, people, buyers of exported products are demanding that transparency. They are asking companies, what is the embedded carbon in this particular chair, in this particular table? How much of carbon emissions was used to calculate, to produce, to make a production of this particular product? And answers are available. But answer will be available only when you start noting down all the data points. And there are quite a lot of data points. As per BRSR, that is, how many are aware of the compliance guidelines issued by Securities and Exchange Board of India? Can I have a show of hands? It's called, sir. Brilliant. An applause for the gentleman here. The BRSR framework was brought up, and a very simplified framework was brought up by SEBI, covering about 34 parameters, and under those 34 parameters, you can start noting down data. So many companies in India started this proactively, and what is important that this proactive move has to gather understanding and also has to gather momentum. So this is very, very important. How does quality connect, and to sustainability? They are bonded in marriage up to infinity, literally. So perception of quality is, in general, is probably doing things correct. But ESG is doing things correct with responsibility. When I make a certain product, I should know what has gone and I should acknowledge what has gone into that product. Only then those who I am trying to sell it to will acknowledge it. So within enterprises, there needs to be synergy of thought and action towards very, very tangible impact. So it is necessary to educate your buyer also in terms of how this product came into being and how it is of a certain standard and a certain quality. That way you can be more convincing than your competitor, definitely. Now, India's opportunity. So, a lot of discussions happen within organizations, between colleagues. Hey, I went to China, I saw them working like this. Probably this is better. Why can't we be like them? We can definitely be not only like them, we can be much better than them. And ESG will give you that competitive edge. We are pretty good in English. Definitely in South India, our written and reading English skills are pretty good. Many of us have self-educated ourselves in improving, and all of us are on a journey of learning. So to keep this journey of learning highly enriched, it's necessary to look at ESG as an additional layer in enterprises to make that particular quality of life much better. To understand the importance of things from metrics, from numbers. You can understand the importance of things qualitatively as well as quantitatively. So quantitative is again a statement of confidence because you're showing, you're quantifying. How will I know how to expand or how to increase the capacity in a sewage treatment plant? For that, I need to forecast how much my industry or how much my production is going to scale. So I need to see past trends. I need to see data. Without the data, I cannot take the right decision. How will I know how much to deepen a lake, a drinking water reservoir? I have to look at past data and project a future, and then I know, okay, I'm going to do this exercise, and then I can budget for that exercise. So the biggest challenge today is lack of data. Why should I do this? You have to do it because one, it's good to be proactive. Two, somebody is going to ask you for some information, any compliance authority. Three, it is going to save cost for your business. So good cost savings means better profits. And also forecasting risks. To look at, where do I put up my next plant? Should I put it in this particular region? What are the risks? Versus, so we all do this in our personal lives. So similarly, companies are encouraging their management staff and also the production level people who are working in organizations to become aware and conscious of this on a daily basis. So, I don't know, in January 2026, the European Union is going to bring what is called CBAM. Anyone heard of this term, CBAM? Who in turn will share that data with the European Commission. European Union Commission. If you do not share the data, your material will not even leave the port in India. And already this exercise has started. So it is iron and steel, cement, fertilizer, and a couple of other products. I think discussions are on between the Indian government and the European Union officials also in this regard. So this is very, very important to know. But why wait? Why not adopt a simple form of ESG accounting even before you're forced to adopt something and it becomes a bit of a rush for everybody, right? So when you have ESG data, you have proof of compliance, you have emission data, you have your labor data, you have health and safety data, you even have CSR data. So Dr. Bhaktavasalam was talking about many of the, charitable and philanthropic activities which he is doing for a lot of organizations, right? When there was a crisis. So this is all corporate social responsibility. And I think concessions are available from the government itself for CSR. So CSR is also part of ESG. When you have a ESG system, CSR is definitely a part of it. One of the 34 that I mentioned. I think this particular slide is very, very self-explanatory. One terminology with ESG, connected with ESG is ESG audit, which we call as assurance. If anyone has any questions about how an ESG audit is done, please reach out to me. My contact details will be there at the end of this presentation. These are all the global standards of ESG. So you have the United Nations Sustainability Goals. You have BRSR from SEBI. ESRS is the European standard for data accounting when it comes to environment, social governance. MSCI, anybody going in for a rating, to know that your ESG performance is excellent, I would request you to study what is EcoVadis. CDP, carbon disclosure, that is also extremely important. But in India, if you are wanting to start an accounting, BRSR is a very good step in the right direction. Even GRI, Global Reporting Initiative, actually a very practical and well-structured documentation of how ESG accounting should be done. So please look at all this in detail and take it forward. And if you are exporting to US or to Europe, certain accounting and finding out the embedded emissions within the products you are exporting is very, very important. So ESG data is the language of global trade compliance. Very soon it's going to be this case. Very simple reason, very practical reason. The world population is 6 billion and upwards. India's population is almost going to be about 1.5, 1.6 billion. We do not have that much resources for the future. You have to quantify all the resources that you have and start saving them. You have to start recycling. You can only effectively recycle and save only if you have data. Otherwise, it is not possible. These are the challenges presently faced by global exporters who are practicing ESG. Many of them started with using Excel files, but using Excel files is, again, it becomes very challenging when there are too many categories of data. And when you are sharing one Excel file with macros in an enterprise, there is a tendency to have an error. So I recommend a good ESG digital system. And I represent a company which has prepared one as well. There are other companies also who have made very nice software platforms for ESG. So you could look at all of us and take the right decision. And all the quality certifications, your ISO, Six Sigma, you will, if you start an ESG accounting system, you can get data to apply for all these certifications. So even ISO has very deep-rooted connections with ESG as well. You could use a full set of ISO questionnaires to see how your organization is performing by just attempting to answer them descriptively. I wanted to present just 3 case studies. So these are AIA Engineering is a manufacturer of products which are used in cement manufacture. So our solution was basically doing a materiality assessment for them, finding out what are the material topics, and this was the impact. They could retain all their export clients. They got increased business opportunities, and they increased their carbon disclosure performance as well by a good score, and also overcame all the CBAM requirements much before CBAM has been enforced. So they are now the #1 sought after company for equipment to manufacture cement, even from abroad. So isn't this a great example of how they have become better competitive using ESG? All Cargo is our client, and per week through our platform, our digital platform, we are processing 200,000 transactions for one of their client, and that client is none other than Mercedes-Benz. Entire value chain of Mercedes-Benz. So right from Germany to Pune, their factory in Pune, from Pune downstream, not only within India, but all the Mercedes parts which are getting re-exported. The cars which are going to so many showrooms across India. So the whole supply chain ESG is handled digitally with less amount of time, less amount of money, but massive amount of savings for the organization and a massive competitive edge as well. And of course, IGPL, which is into chemicals. So very, very clear benefits and impacts for all these companies. Any questions from the audience? I know we are close to lunchtime, but I'm available here. Please raise your hand, anybody, if you have any questions. That is my contact number. You can take it down. and I'll be happy to take any questions. May I?
Good afternoon, sir. Nice presentation. I have only one question. You mentioned about ESG audit.
ESG audit, yeah.
What way it is different from the environmental audit, regular environmental audit?
Actually, there are a lot of overlaps and similarities. So ESG audit is usually done once a draft report is generated.
Draft report of?
Draft report, an ESG report.
Okay.
Now the top 1,000 companies, the listed companies by market cap, they necessarily, as per regulatory compliance, have to send a ESG report to Securities and Exchange Board of India. So there are two types of audit that happens. So once experts will look at that report and see if there are any discrepancies. So the two types of audit, one type is called the limited assurance and the other type is called the reasonable assurance. Limited assurance is you can say a less intensive audit of an ESG report. But a reasonable assurance will go very, very in depth into all the 34 parameters of ESG, your quarterly summaries, within a financial year, the quarterly summaries, and see if there are any discrepancies. They will also visit your plant and also see the raw data sources which are coming. In some case, if a sensor is malfunctioning, the data which is streaming into your software, after the integration of the software and the sensor is done, that could be wrong. So that could be course corrected. So this is what a ESG audit is. So environmental is just E of ESG. So it definitely covers the environmental audit also. But you can go in depth one step further also. Because anything to do with the environment, you have the data part and you have the innovation and intervention part also. So the innovation and intervention is something like deepening a lake or adding another lake. That means you are doing an on-ground project to make your organization sustainable. But you are using the help of data for that. So that is why in today's time, and if there are any students here, I would like to tell them that a career in sustainability is becoming very, very prominent. Welcome, sir. Any other questions? Any problems, any ESG? Yes, please.
My question is regarding CBAM. So as I understand, it's a unilateral trade measure imposed by the European Union. So what I also understand, or what I also think is that the onus of decarbonization has been unfairly thrust on the global south. So the question to you is as follows. Do you think in light of what I thought was happening, do you think CBAM reeks of neo-coloniality? And second, India being the face of global south, how much of the exports that India does to EU is going to be hit by the CBAM's parameters? And if there are few exports which are already covered within the CBAM's parameters, how long do you think India will take to satisfy the CBAM?
Everything what you said is the opinion of a lot of people.
Right.
But I will give a different perspective to it. And there is, one cannot say definitively that this is right or this is wrong.
Right.
So, first question I would ask is, why is Europe or EU taking a lead in this? The answer is very simple. They have run out of resources earlier than us.
Correct.
It started with, actually, even if you look at Europe, within Europe it started with Scandinavian countries. They never had any resources. They did not have minerals. Their weather forbids them from growing the winter crops. A lot of their forests were destroyed in war. Many of the countries there had a very violent history, recent violent history. Now, when they started importing, even though their currency is stronger compared to the Indian rupee, today's time, they are finding affordability a big problem. The Indian middle class has a very enviable affordability indexed compared to the lower middle class of Europe. Their traveling has been cut down. They are struggling to get their children educated. So I would interpret this as a warning to all of us, saying that do ESG accounting proactively and please reduce the impact on the planet so that we do not in the future suffer from the same problems which they have today. So that is the way I would interpret it. Yes, they are dominant today, they can impose something on us, but they are not doing something bad. They are doing something good. We are not able to read that good right now. But we will be able to read that good if you do a proper ESG accounting today. That is one answer. And if you, to answer your other question in terms of how soon or how long will it take India to fall in line, I think if I take the top 1,000 companies by market cap, their ESG performance has dramatically improved in the last 4 years, the last 3 years. Everybody is putting more effort on ESG accounting and sustainability. Even the companies which are not listed, their adoption is a little slow and little less proactive, but they will become more proactive. And it's only because it is going to save them cost, it is going to help them forecast risk, it is going to help them become a better business establishment as such. So I would say that once CBAM comes, this whole process will get accelerated faster. And my prediction is about 5 years for companies to start doing a very structured and systematic way of ESG data collection. Just to answer your question. Yeah. Have I managed to do it? Or?
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I've given my contact details, so any of you can anytime drop me a mail, message, reach out to me. And thank you so much for the opportunity. And I hope you found the session useful.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for that insightful and informative session that truly highlights the importance of sustainability and governance in today's standards landscape. Now, moving on to the most awaited segments of today's program, the felicitation ceremony, I would request the dignitaries to kindly come forward to the dais, and I invite Sri Ramit Suresh and Josna to announce the felicitation members.
This is indeed a proud and joyous moment for all of us as we come together to honor and celebrate the remarkable contribution of distinguished individuals and organizations who have played a pivotal role in promoting standardization, quality, and excellence across various sectors.
We began this special segment by honoring eminent personalities who have extended their invaluable support towards promotion of standards and quality awareness. Their dedicated efforts and leadership have greatly inspired the mission of BIS in building a culture of quality across the nation. We are privileged to felicitate Shri Kannan Sir, Chief Executive Officer, Tamil Nadu Coir Business Development Corporation, for his exemplary leadership in promoting sustainable coir-based industries and supporting BIS standard promotional activities. Please.
Dr. K. Kadirver, Scientist G, Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO, for his outstanding support to BIS in standard promotion activities and for spreading awareness about BIS. I request Meenakshi Madam to
Shrimati Soumya Venkateshan, Head of Programs, Akashvani Coimbatore, All India Radio, for her continual partnership with BIS in spreading awareness on quality and standards through effective public communication. I request Ravi Ganapati sir to hand over the mic. Please give a big round of applause.
Shri Rajesh. Sri Rajashekharan, Doordarshan reporter, for his constant media support in amplifying the message of standardization and quality through visual storytelling. I request Ravi Ganapati sir to hand over the memento to Sri Rajashekharan.
Next, Engineer S. Gayatri Ma'am, Deputy Chief Engineer, Water Resource Department, Coimbatore, for her outstanding supporting BIS standard promotional activities for spreading awareness on BIS activities. I request Srimati Meenakshi Ganeshan Ma'am to present the memento.
Please give a big round of applause.
Next, we felicitate the brilliant young minds who have made us proud through their outstanding performance in the national level online quiz conducted by Bureau of Indian Standards. Yes, Ashwin from Bishop Francis Matriculation School, Coimbatore, won the second prize in the national quiz competition held by Bureau of Indian Standards. He will be receiving a cash prize of 7,500 from the BIS headquarters. I also request his parents to come onto the dais.
Parents of Master S. Ashwin. Please give a big round of applause. He has secured the second prize in the national level quiz competition. Next, A. Maulin Raj, Bishop Francis Matriculation School, Coimbatore. He has won consolation prize in the national level online quiz conducted by Bureau of Indian Standards.
I request his parents also to come onto the dais, please. I request Ravi Ganapati sir to present the memento to the students.
Please give a big round of applause.
Now we felicitate those who have played a key role in coordinating and conducting awareness and promotional activities, inspiring hundreds of students and professionals to understand and adopt the Indian standards. First, Shri K. Lenin Bharati sir, Mentor, Innovation Hub, Regional Science Center, Coimbatore, for translating the learning science via standard books into Tamil, helping students explore the link between science and standards in their mother tongue. I request Shankar sir to present the memento, please.
Please give a big round of applause. Next. Dr. Karthik, Coimbatore Institute of Technology, Coimbatore, for his immense support in conducting Manak Bandhan programs, providing venue free of cost and connecting with relevant stakeholders. I request Meenakshi Ganeshan ma'am to hand over the memento, please.
Dr. A. P. Satyajnanam sir, Professor, Government College of Engineering, Salem, for actively supporting conducting capsule course program and leading standard promotional activities through their BIS Standard Club students. I request Shankar sir to hand over the memento, please.
Dr. R. Krishnan, Mender Government High School, Boppidi, Dharmapuri, for his dedication as BIS Standards Club member, organizing awareness program and also a walkathon on World Standards Day for spreading the awareness. I request Ravi Ganapati sir to hand over the memento, please. A big round of applause to Dr. R. Krishnan.
We now honor the mentors of BIS Standards Clubs at schools whose enthusiasm and guidance have nurtured the spirit of curiosity and learning among the students. First, Shri Joseph Renjo R, Government Higher Secondary School, Govelli. I request Meenakshi Ganeshan ma'am to present the memento.
Please give a big round of applause. Sri P. Tamil Selvan, Government Higher Secondary School, Namakkal. I request Bhavani ma'am to hand over the memento, please. Please give a big round of applause.
Shrimati R. Kasturi ma'am from Bishop Francis Matriculation School, Coimbatore. I request Shankar sir to present the memento, please.
Srimani Dhanalakshmi S. Municipal Higher Secondary School, Tirupur.
I request Ravi Ganapati sir to present the memento.
Please give a big round of applause.
Shri Loganathan sir, Government High School, Gettuhalli. Municipal Higher Secondary School, Tirupur. Next, Shri Loganathan sir, Government High School, Gettuhalli. I request Meenakshi ma'am to present the memento, please.
Next, Sri P. Shambagavalli, Saira Matriculation High Secondary School, Madurai. Srimati P. Shambagavalli, I request Shankar sir to hand over the memento, please.
We have conducted many national level quizzes on Bureau of Indian Standards Learning Science via standards books. From these schools, we have seen the maximum participation.
We take this opportunity to felicitate and extend our heartfelt appreciation to those who rendered remarkable support in organizing the vibrant cultural program during the BIS Standards Carnival held on 26 October 2025 at Lakshmi Mills Urban Center as part of World Standards Day 2025 celebrations. It was a grand event that combined awareness initiative and cultural performances highlighting the importance of ISA marks, CRS mark and hallmark.
A special thanks to Dr. A. Venela ma'am, Professor Kumariguru College of Technology, Coimbatore, and Dr. N. Bhuvaneshwari ma'am, Professor, Ratnam College of Arts and Science, for their active involvement in mobilizing students and ensuring the success of the event. Now I request Dr. A. Venela ma'am and the students, Mr. Arun Bala from Artificial Intelligence Department, a group leader for the band Agatha team, Mr. Atita Karikalan, Civil Department, on behalf of Team Evoke, Miss Varsha from Civil Department, on behalf of the Drama Troupe KCT, Miss Divya, Civil Department, on behalf of volunteers to come onto the dais to receive memento and certificates on behalf of Kumariguru College of Technology, Coimbatore.
I request Ravi Ganapathy sir to hand over the memento and certificates.
We also extend our heartfelt appreciation to all the students who have performed during the carnival event. Please hand over their certificates to them on behalf of BIS. To receive the certificates, like a bunch we can hand over. As a bunch we can hand over, sir, because there are many certificates. Only group leaders, sir, came forward to receive the certificates. Dr. N. Bhuvaneshwari ma'am, Professor, Ratnam College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore, Miss Lakshmi Nandana for solo singing, and Mr. John Joel for instrumental show from the Ratnam College of Arts and Science to receive memento and certificates. I request Shankar sir to hand over the memento, please. I request Meenakshi Ganeshan ma'am to hand over the certificates to the students.
We extend our heartfelt appreciation to all the students who performed with great enthusiasm, spreading the awareness on quality and standards through their wonderful cultural presentations on the occasion of World Standards Day Standards Carnival program.
We now felicitate the resource support team members who have reached numerous schools, spreading the message of standards and quality, and facilitating industry exposure visits for the students. First, Dr. Arun V. From Madurai. He has visited more than 15 schools around Madurai and around Madurai districts. I request Ravi Ganapati sir to present the momentum.
Dr. B. Prakash, Coimbatore.
He has visited the schools in Coimbatore and surrounding districts and explained about learning science via standards to the students, and also took the students to the industry exposure visits. I request Shankar sir to present the memento, please.
Please give a big round of applause. Dr. C. Rajaganapati, Trichy.
He has visited more than 15 numbers of schools in the Trichy districts and surrounding districts, and also helped us in conducting exposure visits to the students.
I request Ravi Ganapati sir to hand over the memento to Dr. C. Rajaganapati. A big round of applause to Dr. C. Rajaganapati.
Next, Shri V. Srihari sir, Coimbatore. He has visited more than 20 schools in Coimbatore and surrounding districts and helped us in conducting LSVS and exposure visits. I request Meenakshi Ganeshan ma'am to present the memento, please.
The dedication and outreach of our resource support team members have been instrumental in nurturing the next generation of quality champions.
We now celebrate the winners of branch level quiz competitions organized based on learning science via standards topics, and also on the occasion of International Electrotechnical Commission General Body Meeting 2025. First, we call upon the quiz winners of learning science via standards competition held on the topic school bag and ballpoint pen. I request the winning students to kindly come forward and collect their certificates. Yes, Shifa Ibrahim from Bishop Francis Matriculation Schools, Coimbatore, won the first prize.
S. Shifa Ibrahim.
If parents are available here, I request parents also to join, to come to the dais and join with the students, please. I request parents of the students also to come onto the dais if available here.
Next, K. Kavinraj, Government Higher Secondary School, SS Kulam. First rank in LSVS quiz competition.
also won the first prize in the Learning Science via Standards quiz. I request parents to join. I request Ravi Ganapati sir to present the certificate. I request Ravi Ganapati sir to present the certificate.
Next, Srinidhi R. PSG Sarvajana Higher Secondary School, Coimbatore, second prize in LSVS competition.
I request parents to join.
Srinidhi R. Second prize in LSVS quiz competition. Big round of applause, please.
I request Meenakshi Ganeshan ma'am to present the certificate, please. Next, M. Satishwaramurthy, Government Higher Secondary School, SS Kulam, won the third prize in LSVS quiz competition. I request parents also to join. I just want to announce the cash prize for the students. First prize winner will get 10,000 rupees in their account. Second prize winner will get 7,000 rupees in their account. Third prize winners will get 5,000 rupees in their account. And consolation prize winners will get 2,000 rupees.
GV Tanish Vetrivel, PM Sri Kendri Vidyalaya, AFS Sulur. Third prize in the LSVS quiz competition.
I request parents to join. GV Tanish Vetrivel won the third prize. I request Shankar sir to present the certificate.
Divyasri V. Sayara Matriculation High Secondary School, Madurai. Third prize in LSVS quiz competition.
Diyashri V. won the third prize. Ayush Kumar, PM Shri Kendri Vidyalaya, AFS Sulur, won the consolation prize in LSVS quiz competition. I request his parents and mentor also to join and come under the dais, please. I request Bhavani ma'am to present the certificate. I request Bhavani ma'am to present the certificate.
M. Rohit, Bishop Francis Matriculation School, consolation prize in LSVS quiz competition. I request Mr. M. Rohit and his parents and mentor to join the dais, please. Next, Anika Shifa A and Deva Harshini S, both from Sayara Matriculation High Secondary School, Madurai. Consolation prize in LSVS.
I request parents and mentors to join, please.
Anika Shifa A and Deva Harshini S.
Now, Hari Prakash V and V Kirtanath, please come on to the dais. I request mentor and parents to join. Please come, please come. I request Shankar sir and Meenakshi Ganeshan ma'am to present the mementos.
Next, P. Ashwini, Bishop Francis Matriculation School, Coimbatore, third prize in the IEC quiz competition.
I request parents and mentor to join, please. P. Ashwini from Bishop Francis Matriculation School. I request Ravi Ganapati sir to present the certificate.
P. Ashwini, third prize in the IEC quiz competition.
Next, R. Jayashri, PSG, Sarvojana Higher Secondary School, won the consolation prize, and yes, Darshana, PSG, Sarvojana Higher Secondary School also won the consolation prize. I request parents and mentors to join, please. Jayashri and Darshana from PSG, Sarvojana Higher Secondary School. My heartfelt thanks to all the mentors for encouraging students, and heartiest congratulations to all the winners.
Please give a big round of applause to all the students who have won prizes in the quiz competitions.
Finally, we now felicitate the distinguished industries that have achieved significant milestones by obtaining All India First Licenses and Southern Regional First License, demonstrating their commitment to quality and standards. First, we'll announce All India First Licenses granted from 15 October 2024 to 27 October 2025.
LG Balakrishnan and Brothers Limited for IS 11740, chains for motorcycles.
And the All India First License granted on 21st January 2025. I request representatives from LG Balakrishnan to come on to the dais and receive their memento, please. Next, JSW Steel Limited, license granted as per IS 16733-2018, ferritic paralytic engineering steels for precipitation hardening from hot working temperatures, and the license was granted on 17 February 2025. I request representatives to come forward and receive the memento, please. Paralytic engineering steels for precipitation hardening from hot working temperatures.
Next, about Sanmar Limited for fume silica as per IS 18731-2024.
And the license was granted on 24th February 2025.
About Sanmar.
I request representatives from Kabot Sanmar to come forward and receive the memento. Next, Apt Tools and Machinery India Private Limited, license was granted as per IS 18741-2024 for concrete nail specification on 6th May 2025. I request Shankar sir to present the memento. All India First License was granted to Apt Tools and Machinery India Private Limited for concrete nails products.
Shanti Feeds Private Limited for coconut fatty acids as per IS 12069-2023. The license granted on 8th October 2025.
I request representatives from Shanti Feeds Private Limited to come forward and receive the memento, please. Regional first licenses granted from 15th October 2024 to 27th October 2025.
SL Crop Scare Diflubenzuron vegetable powder as per IS 14186 2024.
And the regional first license was granted on 20th May 2025. I request representatives from SL Corps to come forward and receive the memento, please. I request Meenakshi Ganeshan ma'am to present the memento, please. Next, Parkwood license was granted as per IS 17954/2023 for telescopic ball bearing drawer slides on 19 September 2025. I request representatives from Parkwood to come forward and receive the memento, please.
Parkwood representatives from Parkwood.
Telescopic ball bearing drawer slides. Regional first license was granted to Parkwood for the product telescopic ball bearing drawer slides as per IS 17954.
Style Glow Modelers Private Limited for beds as per IS 17635/2022 and storage units as per 17634/2022.
I request representatives from Style Glow Modelers to come forward and receive the mementos. Regional first license was granted for the products
Jai Hind Steel Tubes Private Limited, stainless steel welded pipes and tubes for general service as per IS 17876/2022. The license granted on 9th March 2025.
I request representatives from Jai Hind Steel Tubes Private Limited to come forward and receive the memento. Regional first license was granted for the product stainless steel welded pipes as per IS 17876. I request Ravi Ganapati sir to present the memento and original license document.
JK Fender India Limited for V-belts for industrial purposes, fire resistant and anti-static belts, V-belts as per IS 2494 Part 2 1993.
I request representatives from JK Fenner India Limited to come forward and receive the memento, please. Regional first license was granted for the product V-belts, endless V-belts for industrial purposes, fire resistant and anti-static V-belts.
I request Sangha sir to hand over the memento and certificate, please.
With this, we came to end of this felicitation thing. Heartiest congratulations to all the awardees, winners and honorees. Your dedication, innovation and commitment to quality strengthens India's collective journey toward excellence and reliability. Congratulations to one and all.
As, as a token of our gratitude and appreciation, we request Meenakshi Ganeshan ma'am to hand over the memento to Devaginodi sir and Shankar sir. Thank you, sir. A big round of applause to Shankar sir. To Devaginodi sir, please. Devaginodi. See. Rino John sir. Rino John sir is wandering the stage, please.
We have planned a written gift for everyone. I request everyone to please have the lunch and come back. Whoever have had the lunch, please come back to the hall to take the return gift. just 2 minutes so that we can conclude this program.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. I hope you enjoyed the session a lot.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the close of this memorable celebration, it gives me great pleasure and pride to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of BIS Coimbatore. First and foremost, my heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Padma Shri Dr. G. Bhaktavatsalam Sir, Founder, Chairman and Director of Medical Services, KD Hospital. Our sincere gratitude to Dr. P. Shankar Sir, Director, Academics, KG Institute of Science and Technology, Coimbatore. And also our sincere gratitude to Sri Ravi Ganapati Sir, Regional Director, ESG Solutions, Goviva, Chennai. Our esteemed guest of honor, your enlightening sessions have broadened our understanding. A special note of thanks to Dr. Meenakshi Ganeshan Madam, Scientist D and Deputy Director General South, BIS Chennai, for our insightful inaugural address. To our students from BIS Standard Clubs, their proud parents, dedicated mentors and the resource support team members, your enthusiasm, commitment and active participation are the true driving force. We are grateful licensees and representatives from industries for the continued support and cooperation. A sincere thanks to the representatives from laboratories and government departments for their valuable participation and encouragement. We also extend our appreciation to our friends from the media, All India Radio, DD Podugai, Dinatanti, Hindu Times of India for their consistent support. My heartfelt gratitude to Srimati G. Bhavani Madam, Senior Director and Head BIS Coimbatore Office for her inspiring leadership. A big thank you to our colleagues, Sri V. Ramesh Sir, Sri Rino John, Sri A. Arivagan Sir, Sri Ramit Suresh and Ms. Josna for their professionalism, teamwork and tireless efforts in making today's program seamless. My heartfelt appreciation goes to my team members, Sheena, Shankar, Prasanna and Shabri for their behind-the-scenes coordination and attention to every detail. Shri Saravanan SPO for effectively coordinating with the BIS Standard Clubs. Thank you. And to my incredible staff team, Indu, Shri, Jayanti, Rakesh, Kuttupandi, Karthik, Deepak, Gopinath, Venkatesh, Babu Anna, Ashok, Ilayaraja, Shivakumar Anna, Dhanaka and Sumati Akka. I thank you all for your extraordinary hard work, commitment and teamwork. Please give a huge round of applause. A special thanks to Mr. Vinod and his team from Palmer and Lorry for efficiently handling the hotel arrangements, Febin and team for the venue, and Hotel Merlis and their staff for the warm hospitality. Once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone present here. Thank you, everyone. It is very important to thank everyone properly because we continue to do so many events. So thank you, everyone.
Santa Barbara in California, now very senior professor in IIT Madras. That is how I came to know of PSG. Though I am from Coimbatore, I've never lived here. Yeah, mother's side. There is a road named after him in Coimbatore called Subri Road. Sullivan Street was named as Subri Road as per the records of the corporation. And he